shows left
for the year.
We'll see. Or forever.
Although I got a hat from Sirius. Yep. I got the hat. You know, that's why I keep my employee status, so I could get the hat.
Small chocolate bar?
It wasn't the biggest chocolate bar I've ever seen, but it was branded.
It was like a fun size.
It was a fun size chocolate bar and a hat and a little bag.
I'm not an employee, so I didn't receive that.
Are you super jelly? Are you jellyfish right now?
No, I'm actually grateful that I'm an independent contractor.
Yeah, but you didn't get the hat.
Based on what you're going through right now with the contracts and everything, you'd be so mad if you got the hat.
Oh, my God.
Sure I would.
Like if a ball cap just shows up, just say, hey, man, appreciate what you're doing, dog. Thank you for everything.
Yeah.
Wear this hat in good health.
Here's a hat.
Here's a hat for you.
With the outline of New York State on it.
Normally we charge for this.
And it would be put that head that we think has nothing in it inside. Put that stupid head.
Put it in his hat. Oh, is that so? What do they give, like a different, if you work in the LA offices, you get the LA hat?
Yeah, because it's an outline of New York with a star where like New York City is.
I didn't even realize that.
You don't know what New York looks like?
I just looked at the hat. I honestly, in my head just now, I thought it was the dog. And I forgot that that's not the logo anymore. In my head just now, when I was picturing the hat, I legit thought it was the Sirius dog.
Yeah, so I'm guessing like Tennessee and Florida.
So the Tennessee hat must be super limited because that's a smaller office.
That's the one you put up on eBay.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Is there a DC hat?
I mean,
I'm trying to collect them all. If any employees out there want to hook it up.
But DC isn't even a state. So what do you put on the hat?
Well, it has a shape, doesn't it?
I guess, but does anybody know what DC's shape is?
No.
I couldn't picture. I'm trying to picture it and I couldn't.
No. You gotta wear.
Well, it's in Maryland, so it's like it's just kind of there.
Right.
That'd be cool.
But it has borders. Like it's not. Sure. It's separate from Maryland, so it would be a shape.
The District of Columbia.
This is the District of Columbia. Oh, what state is that? Funny you should ask. It's not a state.
It's a district.
It's a District of Columbia.
I mean, yeah, I guess like.
Yeah, it's weird.
It's just like a rectangle.
It's a totally man-made border, like with man-made angles.
No, we're special. We're special. We're in a state, but we're not a state. And Maryland's sitting there like, so there's a big chunk. Maryland would have like a perfect state line there, but there's just a big chunk cut out of it.
Yeah.
And they're like, oh, that's Washington, D.C. We don't get to claim that land.
Yeah.
So you liked the Baked by Melissa's better than the hat.
I wore the hat while I ate the cupcakes.
That's cool.
Yeah, it turned out awesome.
Yeah, I would be furious if I received a hat.
Yes, you would.
Yeah.
Furious.
Yeah, it would just be bad
how much
timing.
do they spend on these hats? Probably not that much, but enough.
Not a lot.
No.
Did have to mass produce them, but no, I mean, they're not.
Less than last year's gift.
What was last year? Wasn't last year's gift a mug or something?
It was a hoodie.
Oh, I don't know if I got the hoodie.
I don't think I got a hoodie.
I thought last year's gift was a mug. Maybe there was a delineation of the good employees.
Maybe
get
you
the
also
hoodies.
got the mug as well.
A mug and a hoodie?
And the year before that, it was a fleece blanket.
Never bonuses though, right?
No. This is the holiday gift.
I got the bonus. It was a membership to the Jelly of the Month Club. Remember that scene?
I do.
When
You
do
get
they
the
give
rep?
bonuses?
February.
Okay.
They do?
I mean, hypothetically, if you didn't get one in February, you ain't getting one. That's kind of the rule. They said, don't tell anybody if you got one or not, and if you didn't get one in February, you ain't getting one. And that way nobody realizes that nobody got them. Garth in Indiana. What's up,
Good
Garth?
morning, guys.
Hey, man.
This call is just to piss off that jack off from yesterday.
Okay.
Jimmy, I know why you're not feeling good. You haven't talked about drones yet.
Oh, that could be it. That could be it. The lack of drone talk making you sick.
I was looking at a video from a United flight from Chicago to Newark, and there was one guy. He shot for like 7 minutes out the window.
Mm-hmm.
And they're like, oh, he's drones. And maybe some of them are, but so many of them I think are just planes lining up in a fucking pattern.
Was this the one?
Some of them I think were drones too, but I just am sick of it.
This wasn't the one over Detroit. The orbs over Detroit?
It might have been.
It?
Yeah. It might have been. It was above the clouds.
Yeah. Yeah, they said orbs over Detroit flying at impossible heights.
Well, they were saying that they would be difficult for drones to fly at those heights.
Standard drones.
Right.
And then on FlightAware, there were no other flights around.
Oh, there weren't? Okay.
Yeah. That's why it's weird.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, I think I did read that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know what they are. That's about 9,000 feet.
Westchester was going crazy yesterday with the drone sightings on the Ring app. I just getting alerted all night about.
Like, that's weird.
Yeah, it is strange, yeah.
That's way higher than a drone can go.
There's a lot of them, too.
Yeah.
And they're kind of like...
I can't tell if I guess they're in airspace.
Yeah.
And it looks like they're not moving, but that could just be perspective. It looks like they're just kind of hovering, but it's hard to know with the movement of the plane and everything.
They say it's probably some secret government anti-terrorism thing. They must have intel on something happening.
Right, that's what the scariest thing, though, is that we're like over here talking about aliens, and in reality, for some reason, there's anti-terrorism drones potentially going everywhere. Like, what's hidden? What's going on?
It's the people, if that's what this is, and I do think it's what it is, then the government is probably like, fuck their curiosity. They always complain that we don't do anything, and we have intel that there is nuclear material somewhere, and we're finding it. Like, this might actually be one where they are doing what we always say we want them to do.
I don't think they're looking for anything.
You don't? You don't think they're looking for
why
anything?
would they just restrict it to the nighttime?
Maybe easier to see at the nighttime.
Let's say they are looking for some missing nuclear warhead or radioactive material. Why only do it at night? Wouldn't it be around the clock?
Sure, and maybe they're not actually. Maybe they're just testing. It might be testing something. Yeah, it might be testing something. Sure.
You think it's just testing?
Testing during. Yeah, he's right, because they probably would.
Why
do
are
it
they
during
only testing at night?
Maybe that's what they're testing. Maybe they're testing specifically
like a
for
night vision.
nighttime stuff.
And there's also probably less air traffic at night. There's some, and there's enough, but there's less than there would be at 10 o'clock in the morning. That's my guess.
Right.
I guess.
Because if it was a real threat, why would you just take 12 hours off?
Yeah.
That's true. Yeah. And at night, there's a different night vision. You know, it might use different. Maybe it's easier to see certain things.
That's what I was thinking. Maybe it's easier to see, like when they do. Maybe there's X-ray stuff to see through walls and stuff like that. That's easier to use at night.
My dad texted me last night. There were drones over the house.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or can I give another theory?
Sure. I would like, yes. As a matter of fact, you can.
Maybe the orbs are the real issue, and the drones are the distraction.
Saw those orbs.
Oh, okay. So they're like, as long as we like just keep sending drones,
keep throwing shit up there,
right?
To keep people distracted. Oh, they're drones. They're drones. They're drones.
If they look below the clouds, they won't see the aliens above the clouds.
There you go.
Hypothetically. So the drones are the distraction from the orbs. I like that.
I don't know. Maybe I think it'll just stop, and then all of a sudden it will just go away. And now there are a lot of them that are just hobbyists. Like now, the air's cluttered with people just sending up their own shit, which I don't blame them. If I had one, I would too.
Pranksters.
People being dicks.
Yeah.
Yeah. But when it starts shutting down airports, you're like, all right, that's
something.
It is very interesting. Well, what the fuck is it?
There's something clearly happening.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know,
there is.
Like, it's just too much, and it keeps going. I mean, the only thing is, if they were actually searching for something, it would make sense that they wouldn't say anything, because the panic over what they're searching for is more of a panic than the panic over drones. But then back to Travis's point, why not do it during the day?
And they're not going to come right out and go, we're testing counter-terror. They're not going to tell people what they're testing. Like, they just, when it comes to top secret shit like that, they just do it.
Right.
They literally just do it. And then just like, fuck you if you don't like it. Then again, if they're testing these clunky big drones, which everyone can see.
Like SUV size.
Then that does kind of hurt the theory that they were drones that Tom, what was his name, Tom Fravor or Fravor? David Fravor, the San Diego pilot who saw the UFOs or whatever. Because it was theorized those could be drones, whether our government or somebody else's government, that just disappear or throw radar off. But again, if that was in the early 2000s and they were moving like that, why aren't we using them to do counterterrorism stuff? Why are we using these giant clunky garbage trucks that you could see from your patio?
Yeah. Yeah, unless they do different things. But why would you need a drone?
A giant,
that huge, like unavoidable to see. Like, We want to make invisible drones. Okay, well, the best we can do is make the most visible drones you've ever seen in your life.
I think I answered my own question.
Okay.
That would be one that you use over the ocean and over other places, but when you're in airspace and you're around other aircraft and above civilian populations, you have to have lights, because the reality is, whether you're a secret program or not, there's helicopters, there are small planes, there are commercial planes. You can't have them crashing into your shit.
That's true.
You have to have them visible just for safety. A plane has to be able to see them.
That's
so maybe
true.
it's a different thing that they need them for.
Yep. Yeah, that's a decent theory.
Like,
Although,
you can't have these things going
be like half invisible, because then
no one would see them,
especially if they're not on radar and stuff like that.
Yeah, then a Cessna flying with a family.
Yeah,
you fucking hit them.
Chris in New Jersey. What's up, Chris?
Good morning, boys.
Hello.
So last night I live near the Jersey Shore, where a lot of this is happening, and near Uncle Vinny's Comedy Club. Right. Last night there was a Black Hawk helicopter at like 8:00 at night, just circling the area at like 700 feet. That wouldn't happen. A Black Hawk helicopter wouldn't happen. And it's also a very populated, very like well-to-do area where they're finding these. That's not where they're going to do tests. They're going to do tests in the desert.
But you know what?
They're looking for something. I don't know what, but they're looking for something that they're not telling.
They might be, Chris, or that still could be part of what they're doing. First of all, the Black Hawks may have something to do with these drones, and maybe they're doing something stupid, like maybe this is a scavenger hunt. Maybe they have
scavenger hunt.
No, meaning,
like a radio bit.
Maybe they're testing something in populated areas. Well, obviously not nuclear material, but maybe they have something, isotopes, or just something that doesn't hurt you on its own, that they want to see if these things can locate where they have it. Like, okay, let's just say it's in a civilian population. Can these things be used to find where this is?
And who can find it first? Winner gets a prize.
Well, I wouldn't say it was that much fun. But the fact is, they're seeing how does this work in a practical sense? Can we find it?
Is it possible they're looking for the NJ 101.5 fugitive?
It's very possible. I heard there was a big chunk of cash taken by a fugitive.
Off the desk, yeah.
Yes. Thank you, Chris.
Yep. Thanks, Chris.
Dave in Buffalo.
Hello, Dave.
Andy shit fart. Hey, Jim, I just want to say, listen to you for years. I hope everything works out for you.
Thank you.
No matter what happens, you know, you gave us a lot of years. And
20 years. Thank you, buddy.
No problem. So, real quick, so when it comes to drones, like, there's the biggest, you know, there's the big manufacturers that sell them, and one of them is DJI. And when it comes to a lot of their drones, you can't fly them like anywhere in private airspace. Like, you can't even launch your drone in a lot of areas, and DJI is actually cutting out a lot of places where you can actually fly their drones, which includes within, I don't know, I think it's like 15 to 20 miles of an airport. But they also do sell larger drones that they use for farming that are the size of a car. And I wonder if some of those that people are seeing that are, you know, larger ones are actually those.
That might be some of them, yeah. Oh, I didn't know it was that far from an airport. That's another reason in New York you probably can't use them. You have Teterboro. You have helicopters flying all over the place. Police helicopters, tourist helicopters circling Manhattan, Newark Airport, LaGuardia, JFK. Maybe that's why in New York, too, there's there'd be a disaster happening.
Westchester Airport?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sure. Stewart.
It's a big one.
Stewart Airport.
People love it. People adore it. Luke in Kentucky. What's up, Luke?
Hey, Luke.
Luke,
you're on the radio.
Luke, we can hear you.
Hey,
Hi, I'm sorry, my fucking phone's acting weird. Hey,
I think the owner of the phone's acting weird. I think you did that.
Yeah, it was you.
Yeah, I did it on purpose to be aggravating. I'm sorry.
Great job.
I just wanted to ask Jim. Mission accomplished. I just wanted to ask Jim if he saw Mick West's video that he posted on YouTube where basically said any video of these drones that the person provides, like date and time and the direction the camera is looking, he's been able to be like, no, that's not a drone, that's a plane, and they're all tracked items.
No, it's funny. I've been checking Mick West's Twitter too, because Mick West is really good at connecting. Like he uses, I think, FlightAware and other star. Like he'll go detailed as opposed to other vagary. Like they're doing these things that defy physics. He'll actually track it and look at and
explain the physics and whether or not.
Of course he will.
Defies.
Of course he will.
Yeah.
And check star maps behind it. And see exactly where stars are at a certain time. Like, that's why people hate him. But I have not seen his video. But I will. Mick, my take on the drone situation.
Wouldn't it be great if he finally was like, I'm pretty sure aliens. I think extraterrestrials is what this is.
He needs the time, date, location, and direction so he can check what's around there. Like, I know, like what's he's like it's the details. He doesn't live in vagary and fantasy.
No, he likes the facts.
Love this guy.
DTL.
Oh, he's the best.
I like DTA. Don't trust me.
Yeah.
Nice.
Of course.
Nice.
DTA.
Nice.
What's he saying? For a second, yeah.
It's a bunch of hot air.
You think he's a windbag?
Well, it's just funny because his whole thing. Oh, sorry.
New Jersey Senator Andy Kim saw a lot of drones, but he was looking at planes, something he later discovered. Former Governor Larry Hogan saw drones, but he was looking at stars and planes.
Oh, that's embarrassing.
These stationary drones over the Capitol were just normal incoming air traffic far away, so seeming not to move much, but they did move. A reporter claimed to see drones, but he shows video of what were obviously planes.
Embarrassing.
I mean, that's a
I could
plane.
go on.
It's
But the point is
embarrassing.
made.
Yeah.
Every case where there's enough information, and especially with the details, the date, the time, and the location,
That's clearly
what
an
we
airplane.
see
Clearly
are
an
not
airplane.
drones. If that reporter gave the details, we could see what aircraft he was looking at.
Yeah.
The government is
This is
slow,
how-
and the military is both.
That's
I mean,
how
what a
Mick West.
bummer.
That's how he breaks things down with charts, with everything that people who want to believe hate, because it disproves it with a preponderance of the evidence.
And no emotion. No
He's-
emotion from a king.
I mean, if that Mick West is the best.
He's a king, would you say?
Yeah, because he does. That's the guy I look to, because the day he goes, I don't know what this is. I can't find, this could be. Then you'll know, wow, he's not some fantasy idiot. He's not fucking Michio Kaku. He's doing things that defy logic. Shut up. Fucking string theory boob.
So, I mean, that had to convince you, Troy.
Well, I just love
Those guys look like idiots looking at airplanes. And the News Nation guy was like, look, the crew, it said the News Nation crew discovered drones. And it was pretty clearly an airplane.
Yeah, I like Mick West, though. It's just total gaslighting. Like, these are airplanes and helicopters, and if you believe otherwise, you are a complete fucking kook.
But he is kind of breaking down. What I like about him is he I wouldn't like if he just said that. I like that he breaks it down with, like, literally with charts and, like, with fucking graphs, and he shows you how he gets to where he's going. That's all I ask of people. Show me how you got there. And he shows
your work.
Like, he won't speculate on eyewitness stuff because he doesn't have the data. He won't, like, certain, like, one photo without a date or time, whatever. A lot of times he's like, I don't know what that is, but you're not giving me all the information I need to figure it out.
And eyewitness data is not,
No.
everybody knows it's not.
But I like that fact that he's not so dug in that he goes into areas that he can't actually meticulously explain.
Right, right.
It's exactly how I want anything explained.
Which is frustrating for people. I mean, I think Neil deGrasse Tyson gets people frustrated that way too, when he's like, well, where's the data that you can actually analyze?
It's like when they're looking for cures for cancer. They test something, and then it has to be tested and retested, and it has to be open testing, and everyone has to see it and understand how you got where you got. Like,
Yeah.
I was reading more about that computer. Oh,
Which computer? Oh,
the one that did. I still don't understand what it did for It's got something to do with errors, but the one that would take regular computers 10 septillion years that this thing
Right.
did in 5 minutes.
the math computer.
It's a quantum computing.
Quantum
and it was the
computing.
head of Google's whatever it was. I was watching him talk. I didn't understand a word he said.
Is the head of Google going to be pissed when we get quantum computers and we still just use them for like TikTok and stuff like that?
I mean, TikTok and all that would be so great on a quantum. Here's what's going to happen in 2 years.
They'll have it. Yeah.
Sure.
This TikTok is from 2 years in the future. Jay in New York.
Hi, Jay. He went away.
Aliens got. Why was he a pain in the ass on the?
No, it's just like every caller's just they're not paying attention.
Yeah, they got their heads up their asses, as we like to say.
Cole in Canada. What's up, Cole?
Hey guys, just wanted to say thanks for 20 years of everything you guys have done.
Thank you.
And secondly, I don't think it's aliens because here in Canada we have no drones.
Why would the aliens give?
Nothing.
Look, I'm just saying, and this is just pure speculation. Why would the aliens give a flying fuck about Canada?
Yeah.
Exactly. They could just walk across the border. Trudeau will just and welcome them in.
Yeah, they know immediately. Like, we could just have this for ourselves whenever.
No, they'll give them a job at Tim Hortons and take us out. All right, thanks, guys.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
I'm sure Canada's beautiful this time of
Such
year.
a waste of a trip.
Yeah.
No, it's not beautiful this time of year. It's like the North Pole.
Right, Montreal everywhere.
Is offensively cold.
Yeah, you had to. How many winters did you do in Montreal? Two.
I was that way March of 2020 until July of 2021. So
I would give you 2020 winter. I mean,
the end of it, but I went through one.
March comes in like a lion.
I went through one full winter there. You know what though? But I was going up to see Nikki when, like, she was up there for a couple of years. So even when I came back, I was going up for the winter. And before I went up there full time, I was up there for the winter. So I would say I dealt with 3 winters in Montreal.
Dude, it's such a great story. I don't know if people I know we've told this story before, but I don't know if people really grasp it. Like, literally, it was just one day we were doing the show and Travis and Troy were coming to your apartment.
Every day, yeah.
And then it was like, I think it was like an hour and a half after the show went off the air one day that you just hit everybody up and you were like, I'm driving to Canada right now. And it was that day they were threatening to close the borders, and they did. And so you were like, I'm going to Canada right now. And we were all like, Jim's going to Canada? Yeah, I guess he's going to Canada. And from that point on, for a year and a half, you were just there.
For 15 months. Yeah, Travis called me and goes, hey, look, man, there's a rumor they're going to close it. It was a Wednesday. And I remember it was a Wednesday. They're going to close the cat. I'm hearing they're going to close the border in Canada. And I've been going up every other weekend to see her. So I'm like, oh, fuck. I was panicking. I packed a bag.
Yeah.
And I would say 90 minutes later, I was out the door. Like literally an hour and a half later with no planning, no equipment. And I just got in the car and drove to Canada. And Jonathan was on the phone with Canadian Border Patrol going, look, I have somebody coming up. They're driving through and they're like, tell them to turn around. They're not letting anybody in the country. It's closed. But it wasn't. And then a friend of mine who knows whatever called someone and they said it looks like Friday they're closing it. So I got in and the woman's like, there's a pandemic, right? I'm like, yeah, my fiance's panicking. I'm going to be up here for 3 weeks. She's like, all right. And that was it. 15 months later I came home.
Crazy.
It was crazy. I mean, insane that happened. I forget that happened.
Yeah.
So, but I'm very grateful for that time. It literally, I'm very grateful. I look back. I always knew I'd look back on that fondly.
Yeah, of
I always
course.
knew someday I would look back on that like, I'm glad I did that. It was like I got to live with someone without losing my career.
Well, yeah. And the fact that was your instinct in the moment.
Yeah.
To go. And the fact that you were there for 15 months and enjoyed yourself with this person was like, okay, this is real.
I can do this, yeah. And now she's here. And I want to kill us both.
Eric in the Poconos. What's up, Eric?
Hi, Eric.
Hey.
Hello.
I want to thank you guys for all your years of radio.
Thank you.
And you guys have been talking about these drones for the last week and a half, 2 weeks. Is this some kind of giant marketing ploy to announce your contract's going to get renewed for the new year? I think that's what all this is all about.
Yes, it is. We're stunting.
Yes, we are. Yeah, we are. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Eric.
Yeah.
I'm going to tell you right now, if you're calling in the show this morning You got to pay attention to what's going on.
Yes, you do.
The hesitation of getting on is too much.
Yeah.
Pull it together.
Pull
Right?
it together.
Holy shit.
Pull it together. Do your part.
Bunch of crackpots.
Do your fair share.
Yeah, do your fair share. We don't want the crackpots.
Yeah.
Pay attention. And don't be on Bluetooth. It sounds like shit.
It does sound like shit.
Right.
Like somebody's head's hanging out the car window.
Yeah, if you want to get on the phone, don't be like, okay, I'm just going to have the phone like halfway across the room, and then when they pick up, I'll just run and grab it. Don't do that, okay? We're trying to do something here.
Be best.
Be best. Is that campaign coming back, by the way? I think so.
I don't think it ever left. I've been trying to be best for 5 or 6 years.
Nice. Kramer in Pittsburgh.
Hey, Kramer.
Hey, I just wanted to let you know, guys, I'm paying attention, and I just called in to tell you that I'm in the 1990s remake of Groundhog fucking Day with the drones. Holy shit, can we get another update on where Jim's dog shit last night, please? I just want to get another update on the dog since it's going to be the last show ever.
We got a show tomorrow.
Thank you very much. It was tomorrow's Secret Santa. I appreciate that call, Kramer.
Motherfucker, I thought today was Thursday. Son of a bitch. You mean to tell me I got to do this for another 3 more fucking days?
Sorry, bro.
One more day.
It's hump
Today and
day.
tomorrow. That's it.
Hump day, baby.
Yeah.
We can talk about drones tomorrow.
Thank you, Kramer. Huh?
We can talk about drones tomorrow.
We'll definitely talk about drones.
I'm going to talk
tomorrow.
about taffy and drones. Taffy and drones.
Taffy.
Taffy and drones.
Yeah, as a matter of fact, Eric in Nebraska.
Eric.
You know, morning, boys.
Hi,
Morning,
Eric.
Just to piss off Kramer and the other assholes, yes, we do need our daily taffy update now that we've had our daily drone update.
Well,
It
Taffy is
vitally important.
Taffy
you,
is
Eric.
doing well, and I spent a lot of time yesterday lovingly playing with the dog and scratching its belly.
Coochie coochie cooches?
It's teething, so it's running around like a fucking kook.
Yeah.
Trying to bite everything. Very, very fun though. I do love the annoying parts are the annoying parts, but when you're petting it, and it's just really fun.
Have they destroyed anything yet?
No, I mean we're pretty on him. Like we kind of keep our eye on him when he's out of the fenced in area I made.
Sure.
And he tries. We have good toys for him to chew.
That's good.
You know, the squeaky thing. You know, he's a dumb dog. So every time he's like on a sneaker, you're like, bring it, that fucking toy.
Whoa!
He's right over.
Yeah.
I had him going crazy yesterday. It was fun.
You did.
Yeah, but he was kind of nipping at me.
That's okay. A little nipping.
Yeah, a little bit. He bit my nose at it. It really fucking hurt.
Yeah.
Well, fucking dog teeth suck.
Yeah, they do. They're sharp.
I was going in for a smooch.
And if you don't get them to stop biting, they won't stop biting.
No, I just pull my hand away or I give him something else.
Right.
But you know,
What you want to do is ball your hand up into a fist and just really sock him.
that was obviously the
when he
first thing I
bites.
did.
Oh,
yeah,
sorry,
yeah.
sorry,
But
yeah,
we had
sure.
his little jaw wired shut for a while. I hit a lot harder than he thought.
Yeah, yeah. Well, you learn, though, is the point.
But I like to hold his feet and legs, get him ready for groomers. Hold his feet, hold his toes.
Oh, just like in your hand.
Yeah.
Like, hold touch his paws.
Lovely dog.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm happy.
Yeah. I don't want dumb.
Oh yeah. By the way, Derek in Colorado.
Okay.
I don't disagree.
Oh, there you go. Okay, that's a good one. What's up,
100%
Derek?
agree.
Jesus fucking! I just
Hey, no,
asked.
there's something going on. There's something going on with your phone.
Maybe.
There was a break in the conversation. So,
Maybe.
anyways,
I think it was
this
the click
could
of
be
me.
Jim's
picking up.
last week,
Yes.
Yeah. Sorry.
and
Sorry.
I can't believe you brought in Voss and Kelly yesterday. It just I was like, what the fuck? We're wasting valuable time.
That's
I mean,
that's on you,
Should've had
dude.
him in
That's on
last-
you.
They did come in
Thank
to
you, Derek.
spoil.
Yeah.
I mean, not that this is some victory celebration if I don't resign. This is not some, hey guys, goodbye, balloons. You know, it is what it is. It's just how life goes.
Yeah.
It's life in business.
Matt in Queensbury.
Oh, hey, Matt.
Hey, what's going on, Jim? Hey, I've been listening for your entire run on the show, and I hope it hasn't come to a close, but if it has, you have absolutely made my days brighter, so I
Thanks,
appreciate
Matt.
that.
Thanks, sir.
And I did want to touch on the drone thing. You know, there is some missing atomic or radioactive material, and the U.S. Nuclear Regulatory Commission put out a statement about it, something that was shipped out of Jersey. It was medical equipment, and it ended up at the destination and the package was damaged and the equipment was missing. So it's apparently a very small amount of radioactive material, but maybe they're just trying to see if they could even find such a small amount if they needed to. So that's a possibility anyway.
Yeah, I did hear some. I didn't know what it was until you just said it, but I did hear something was missing. So maybe it is that, or maybe they think like this could be. Can they do anything with that? Will you put it together with something else, or again, will you piece together 5 of those? Can you make something that again doesn't destroy the city but kills 10,000 people?
Right. Radioactive
Thanks,
material.
Matt.
Somebody
It was
saying, up and at them.
Up and at them. It was a piece of equipment used for cancer scanning. So I think, the amount.
You can't let the terrorists get that.
I guess not. They issued an alert earlier this week regarding a piece of medical equipment used for cancer scans that was lost in transit December 2nd while being shipped from someplace to someplace, blah, blah, blah. The device was to be properly discarded, but its shipping container arrived at its destination damaged and empty. The item, known as a pin source, contains a tiny amount of radioactive chemical germanium-68.
That's your favorite chemical.
No,
Sure
my
it is.
favorite is germanium-69.
Yeah, for you it looks like Viagra.
Yeah. You're missing one.
Yeah, one less.
Los Angeles-based germanium-69.
Yes, it's inserted via finger into the anus.
Yes.
Yes.
When combined with the chemical teftantium.
Yeah.
The radiation source is deemed less than a Category 3 on the International Atomic Energy Scale, which means it is very unlikely to cause permanent injury to individuals or contain a very small amount of radioactive material.
Up and at them.
I think this is kind of a coincidence.
Yeah, maybe. Sure.
Up and at them. The goggles.
The goggles, they do nothing. Steve in Florida.
Oh, little Jimmy.
Hi,
20
Steve.
years.
Yep.
Hi.
Hello.
Yeah, I've been listening to the show in its various guises since '99, and you just made my last 20 years every morning so much better.
Well, thank you. I appreciate you listening. And I'll obviously continue broadcasting. So I'm not going to stop talking. So I will.
No.
If we can't work things out here, I will obviously be doing other things. So I appreciate it.
Yeah. Well, the wife and I are going to see you in Tampa in March. And just one thing, Troy has been a little acerbic answering the phones the last couple of times. Is he okay?
Troy, are you being acerbic? Why are you being acerbic?
He's going to say, "Where's that?"
We're having our listeners. This is our bread and butter.
Yeah,
and they're
as they
complaining
say.
that you're being acerbic.
I don't think so. I'm getting the calls up as fast as I can.
You don't think you're being acerbic?
No.
I don't think he
All
knows.
right, well, there you go then. It's all good. But yeah, thanks, Jimmy. And
Thank you.
Yeah, good luck with whatever you do.
Thanks, pal.
You sound fine, Troy.
You don't think he sounds acerbic?
No.
All right.
I didn't have to look that word up.
Yeah, I think Troy just denied something. He's not 100% on what he denied, but he knows acerbic can't be good.
It's like, no, I'm Catholic.
Jordan in New Jersey.
Oh shit! Thank
Good
you,
morning,
the greatest
Daddy
of
boy.
all to ever do it.
I don't know if it's the same
Good
Jordan.
morning. Good morning, guys.
Oh, I'm an intern.
Yeah.
Yes. Hi, Jordan.
Hey, guys. I just wanted to say thanks for everything over the last, I don't know how long. I've been listening to you guys for a really long time. I'm 37. I remember getting in trouble and getting sent to the principal's office with a WOW shirt on in high school.
Oh, wow.
So thank you for that. And Jim, real quick, I just want to say I meant to call the other day. I watched the fight episode of your show on YouTube, and I had so much anxiety because we've all been through that where we're just like, why are you fucking crying so much? This isn't a big deal.
Yeah.
And then it just drives you crazy. So welcome to marriage, brother.
Thanks, man.
Good luck
Appreciate
in
it.
the future. Love you guys.
Thanks a lot, man.
Take care.
Appreciate it. Yeah, that was rather frustrating that she still thinks she was right.
I wasn't surprised that Bob agreed with her.
Not at all.
That checks out.
It does check out. Bob's a bit of a mo.
Who did you agree with?
Jim.
Because logic.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I admitted I was wrong.
A lot.
I didn't go fuck you.
And you apologized a lot.
I did. And
A little giggling.
Well, that was because it was on camera.
But it's one of those things where you know you're in trouble. Like I'm like any other married asshole. Nobody wants their wife fucking mad at them.
No, and she did deserve to feel that way.
Fine, yes.
But
did he feel her?
I mean,
because she
my God.
requested it to be felt.
Feel me.
The amount of time that went on.
It was longer than that even. It was a long one.
But yeah,
I can't wait till the director's cut comes out.
That's just more of the
Apocalypse
same.
Now. The argument redux.
Yeah, it's when I meet her on a helicopter. Fucking, then we have dinner with a bunch of fucking French people.
The taffy cut.
Yeah.
JC in Miami.
Oh my God! So what taking time out of your busy schedule?
It's especially this close to your birthday.
Thank you so much for calling. Hello, JC.
Morning, boys. How you guys doing?
You had 1 second. What's up, buddy?
Better now, Lord.
Jim, when you coming down to Miami?
You know, I'm coming to Tampa, and I'm sure I'll do like Orlando and Fort Lauderdale. I don't really do Miami. I've only done it once. It was not my audience. Like, they were nice, the people that showed up, but it's just not a place I'm going to draw. Maybe. So again, you'll catch me in Florida, but probably not Miami anytime soon.
Oh, no bienvenido a Miami?
I love it. I mean, it's very nice. And there are a slew of escorts down there. Oh, would I be in trouble?
Is there prostitution in Miami?
I can never go to England.
England?
Oh, Britain.
Really?
Because the Brazilians that can't get in here can get in there.
I had no idea. I lived there. I didn't know.
Oh,
nobody had told me. I was going to Harrods.
Oh,
I was going to all over the place. I didn't know this was going on.
Oh, I go on the fucking website over there, just peek around and go, oh boy, am I lucky I'm not there. I would be a very bad boy.
But you do go on the website just to see?
Hundreds. It's insane.
You shouldn't be getting that close.
Nah, but I'm not.
I know you're not doing it.
I literally fantasize if we got divorced.
You should not be dipping your toe. This is a bad fantasy.
But no, I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to do it. I am going to book overseas soon, though. I'll have more time, so I'm going to book.
Plus, you got to stay up on your interests.
Yeah, you got to see like who's in town.
Yeah.
Oh my
Not
God,
if you're-
she'd never get in the States.
I haven't been to
Probably-
Disney World in 4 years. I still keep up with what's going
You
on.
like to see what's going on?
Yeah, but you don't go like this. I can't wait to go back to Disney World as a divorced man.
Well, I want to go to England and get escorts as a Club 33 member. Is that what it's called?
That'd be awesome.
Ooh, there's an exclusive way to do this.
Yeah, I'm going overseas this year. I'm doing it. I'm going back to Britain. I'm going back to fucking a bunch of European cities.
That's great.
Yeah, I want to do it.
That's great. And
Yeah.
comedy's so like.
Daddy
over
has
there,
to make money.
So England, where else would you want to?
Amsterdam, maybe one show in Norway, a few places like that. Like I did Antwerp, Belgium.
Ireland?
I did, but I did them in separate ones. I did London, Manchester, and Dublin. But I would like to do a couple of shows in Ireland and then a couple in Britain. You know, just with no rush to get back. I love the gig, I truly do. But the one thing that was drive you crazy is you go on the road and do these cities and have to. Oh, I gotta get back. Like, you're constantly thinking of schedule. Again, it's only 12 hours a week. It's not grueling.
Right.
But when you're traveling, you have to work around it a lot.
I just like that you're like going like, yeah, trying to be a good boy. I'm going to get to England. Unfortunately, I am very aware of their prostitution scene. Amsterdam should be fine. Amsterdam shouldn't be a problem.
Amsterdam doesn't tempt me the way Britain does.
Is it because it's not as naughty?
It's because...
It's more acceptable?
No, I don't know. I just know who's in England. I know who's there.
You do.
Oh, you have no idea. And
I don't.
And one of them traveled here.
Oh, you know individually who's there?
Yeah, one of them traveled here. She got in. And
you gotta stay away from her.
It's literally, I would blow my life up.
Right. That's your kryptonite.
I would blow my life up. And I would regret it.
You would?
I would regret it.
What about in the moment?
What a moment it would be.
Literally, if I got the call from one of my parents that the other one needed me, I would say, I'll be on my way in an hour. Yeah. I've got business to attend to.
I've committed to ruining my life.
I'm committed here to ruining my life.
I've decided to make the call. Yeah. I'm going to enjoy this. I'm going to ruin my life real quick.
Yeah.
And then I'll be back putting the pieces together.
I can't do it though. Like if she can stick with me, like, I mean, you think I'm what she digs physically? I mean, come on.
That is important for you, I think, specifically, to have stakes. Like, when you are married, when you have a dog, these are stakes now. There are so many more stakes than just like, oh yeah, my girlfriend will be mad.
You can't walk away.
Right.
You can't just walk away when you're. I realize that a lot. Like, I'm in such a rage, and I'm like, I can't just go, fuck you, I'll see you in a week.
And because you don't drink or do drugs, like, you are, at least, even when you're in those, like, frothing, heights of addiction, you still do have the sobriety to know this is going to ruin this life that you've now spent years building.
The thing I don't like about the dynamic that we all have here is I really am the only one who likes trans girls. So it's unfortunate that, like, there's so many names I would love to share with my friends. Like, oh, check this one out. Like, whenever guys like, get me recommendations, I'm like, sit down.
Yeah.
I've got some recommendations for you.
It's like
Ian Finance is coming into
I know, but Ian and I don't, Ian, you know what? Ian is good for that, but
I get it. You know why I get it?
He looks on his own.
And speaking of that, Colin Quinn is on the
Hi,
phone.
guys.
Hey, Carl.
Hey, what's happening, guys?
Hey, Carl.
I'm just calling to say hi, and I don't know what's going on with the show. None of us really know. You guys know, but you're playing it close to the best.
I mean, I don't.
Don't really appreciate it.
I don't know yet.
I don't.
Again, we are still very far apart. It's the truth. We're still very far apart with what we want.
We know it's the truth, obviously. That's not information.
Well, you think that I'm hiding facts, but I'm really not.
I think you are really, you're hiding. The only thing I like about you hiding facts is I can see in your mind, you're like, I'm being professional. This is how negotiations go. We try to be discreet, and it's just annoying. You think you're a businessman, and it's bugging me.
No, I'm a businessman.
Nice.
You have no business acumen.
First of all, I knew you were going to say business acumen, but I couldn't remember what the word acumen was. And then you said it, and it hit me.
You think this is, Colin, do you think this is a ploy by Jim?
No, I don't. I mean, I wish it was.
Yeah.
But I mean, I mean, when you think about the consequences, the legacy. I was on an important serious show last night called Bonfire Christmas Party, and a couple of the execs were in the audience. So we're hoping they'll their Christmas spirit will get the better of them and they'll come to terms. But
Christmas spirit
this could be the end of
It's a Christmas miracle.
Yeah.
It's really the end of a legacy for everybody.
I would say there's a lot of bah humbug around here. Am I right or wrong?
Well, I don't know if I'd go that far.
How come you didn't call him a hotline? I don't like you. You have
you called the Schlep line.
Well, listen to me.
Yes.
I called some other line, 877 line. It was busy. I had to. Lou texted me. You know, Luann. Lou texted me. She's the only reason I'm here right now on this call.
I do like Lou.
Yeah, Lou's
She was
great.
going to come see me in Harrisburg.
Yes.
We're being rescheduled because there was an issue with the building.
Is this voice? See me in Harrisburg.
No, I do understand that is a Voss thing to say.
And Voss having an issue with the building is also a Voss thing to say.
Yes, it is.
But do you believe Lou had to give me the number? The only reason I'm on this phone is because Lou. I'm supposed to be, one of you guys' intimates.
Well, you could have texted me, and I would have made sure you got through. You could have called me on the cell. We could have patched you through.
Yeah, but after last time's debacle when I was left sitting in the lobby.
That was on Travis.
Mistakes were made.
Travis did that as a display of power.
Angels. I finally understood why Frankie Five Angels were so upset they had him waiting in the lobby in The Godfather 2.
Hey, he's going to be down there having donuts with the crew. Yeah, no, I understand. How was your thing yesterday?
Nice.
It was all right.
Okay.
I mean, my doctor's appointment or my other appointments.
I only knew about your doctor's appointment.
Bonfire Christmas.
Well, that I know was a spectacular.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was a spectacle.
Did Bob
But
have
I
on a
lost-
Christmas hat?
We all did.
Oh.
But here's the problem: is it was supposed to be who knows Bobby better? It was me against Big J, and all the questions were fixed, in my opinion. So they were all like basically based around the show. So I never had a chance.
Oh, I see.
Right.
Instead of the basic questions.
Probably because the guy
Yeah, the
writing
real
them
questions.
is probably one of
Yeah.
the producers writing them who really only knows Bob from the show.
Yes.
Yeah, and the other one was Bob writing them.
Oh, come on.
Ah. So, like, a question should have been, Robert Kelly is, and the two choices should have been a unicorn, and choice number 2 should have been stupid.
I heard you guys really put the needle to my friend Rich Voss yesterday.
Yeah, we did give him a hard time. He came in rare form, jeweled up. Whitney came in. She was really fucking mean and funny, and immediately attacked his costume jewelry. And it was a lot of fun. Voss got what he deserved.
Yeah, well.
And he's going to try to weasel in on this gig if I'm gone.
Do you think he is?
Oh, yeah. He's going to try to weasel in.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
You think we should let him in?
No.
Not
even as a guest.
Sorry, boss. We have to respect Jim's wishes.
Yeah.
You're not allowed.
You're not allowed, even as a guest.
Well, I'd like to put my hat in the ring as Billy West, that guy from Sins, as a man of 1,000 voices.
You want to do the voices?
Yeah.
Yep.
I think that's a good idea.
Who do you do?
A man of 1,000 voices. I do any president from the 1980s.
All right.
And I do, you name it. I'll do any impression. I don't give a damn.
Presidents from the 1980s. There's so many to pick from.
Who's from?
Humphrey Bogart, sweetheart. Play it again, Sam.
All right. Bogey, really good. How about, do you do George Bush Sr.?
Cagney? I do James Cagney.
James Cagney. That's very good.
Okay.
That's good.
I like that it's James Cagney saying the phrase, I do James Cagney.
How about James Mason?
I can do James Mason also.
Wow.
Very good.
And that almost sounds like you could probably do a great Michael Caine.
Of course I could.
Wow.
Whoa.
Fucking great.
Whoa. That was sick.
Do you do now other genders, royal people who are not male?
Woo! Yes. Oh my God, I can't believe. I expected Sam should have. Sam,
what?
If you were really the producer that you think you are in your head.
Yeah.
You would have called me up yesterday and said, listen, we don't know what's happened with the show. At the end, we'd love to see the Queen one last time. Jim had to improv that.
I had to do it.
You're right. We all forgot that you used to do the Queen.
Fucking Queen was like a hit about 4 years ago.
It was a huge hit. Huge.
Yeah.
No, I mean, I feel like the Queen had a good, solid year run on.
But
the
then
show.
she died. It just became very sad memories for all of us.
Yeah, that's true.
She did call in the day she died.
She did, yes.
And I felt like Sam had better questions than I had answers. He seemed to have researched the Queen more than I did. So sometimes he'd be like, and did you talk to your niece? And I'm like, what? Who?
Well, the Queen was old,
That caused a lot of
96.
autistic problems.
But 96 years old, you would forget things.
I should have gone with that.
That's
I should
true.
have gone with that.
That was when the Randy Andy story was hot too.
That's right. Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Prince Andrew.
Yeah.
That was insane.
It's a good time.
Yeah. Well, tomorrow's our
Well-
last one. So if you're, we're doing our Christmas party tomorrow.
I know. This is your Christmas party.
Yeah, you have to do, Colin. You have to come do our show tomorrow because if you did the Bonfires Christmas show and you don't do our Christmas show, that's fucked.
Oh, for Christ's sake.
That's totally fucked if you do that.
It's effed.
It's
Scumbag.
effed.
Yeah, but Bobby asked me a month ago. You guys haven't asked me till this exact second when I happen to be on the when I happen to be on the
Are you saying that this was a last minute ask of convenience?
I was going to say it doesn't. It sounds like a fleeting thought. You're like, oh, by the way,
Are you serious, Colin? Travis, you didn't reach out to him a month ago when we asked you to? Oh, this fucking Travis guy.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, Colin. He was supposed to reach
Travis.
out to you, but anyway, you need to be here tomorrow
Yeah.
or we'll take it as a personal
We'd love
insult.
to have you.
Yeah.
well, I have some big ideas if you guys want to reinvent the show. So maybe I'll pop over.
That'd be great.
That would be wonderful.
That would be great.
When you guys ask me for today?
Oh, you want to come in today?
Well, you're welcome to.
Want to come in today?
Oh,
Let's come in today. Come in today.
We have
Why,
two, two more
what are you
hours.
having today?
Ian Fidance.
Oh, what a surprise! Jesus Christ!
I'll put Colin's name in the system. If he shows up, he shows up.
There you go.
He could be there more often than be a fucking stool.
Yeah, well, I know. He's here every day.
Colin, Travis is putting your name in the system right now.
All right.
So if you want to pop by, pop by.
Yeah.
If not, we'll take it as a personal
I
insult.
hope you do. They have
I
a
do
very
too.
laissez-faire attitude.
Who?
The whole
Yeah,
gang.
You do. It's true.
No.
I mean, yeah. You guys should be.
And if you come by, we'll send Travis out to get Diet Cokes and Krispy Kremes.
I got DC's upstairs.
Nice.
They're not in the
pretty
fridge,
cool.
though.
DC's, I like that.
Yeah. DC's,
That
baby.
makes me, All right, well, maybe I'll come by. I look a little bummy, but that doesn't.
Please, that's fine.
I've always looked that way.
Yeah, it's very rare.
All right, we'll see you in 10 minutes.
Bye.
Bye. It's downstairs. Outside.
He's
That's all we can
been
hear. The fucking
politicking.
Yeah, hoping.
Let's see.
Ooh.
Mike in Boston. What's up, Mike?
Sam, how you doing, buddy?
Good, man. How you
Hi,
doing?
Mike.
Jimmy, I don't know how they could fire you and then hold on to that piece of shit that's over on 100. I'm not going to say his name because I know he's your boss. But that guy
He
sucks.
signs the checks.
They pay him $100 million or whatever to do like 4 shows a year, and then they won't re-sign you. What's up with this?
Well, they're not firing me. It's just sometimes you can come to terms, sometimes you
No.
can't. That really is all it is.
Yeah, well, they guy, like I need to hear about Mark the Bagger jerking off. You know, that guy blows. But anyway, I just wanted to say, yesterday, this Travis, this guy hijacked the conversation to talk about Disneyland.
Yep.
When Troy was about to tell us a fuck story,
Yep.
and I got to hear this guy.
Yeah, we had a meeting about it after the show.
Oh, you did?
Yes.
For real?
What did Travis say? What did he do? He interrupts the fuck story a lot.
McClure was pissed.
Yeah, Mike, we had a big meeting about it yesterday.
Yeah.
Troy was telling a nice story, and then all of a sudden he hijacked. He comes in
Yep.
like the know-it-all that he is
Yep.
about everything, and then just went off on some Disneyland thing.
You know what,
And
Mike, you're right, because I
I'm
remember.
yelling at my radio.
Yeah, I remember because Troy was like, "Oh yeah, me and my fiance, we're gonna go to China. We're gonna do this. We're gonna do that." And Travis just
That's right.
shoehorns his way in, going,
Disney.
"You gonna go to Disney World? I like Disney."
And McClure was not happy.
Furious. He was, and he called me. He called me in the afternoon. He was like, "I might stop in tomorrow morning to voice my concern about what's happening."
Hey guys, let Troy get to the part where he comes.
See, McClure wants.
And that McClure guy, he's another one.
Tell me.
He can't get Jimmy signed. He
No.
can't. He can't.
Nope.
No, McClure
and
can't
he
do it.
keeps Stern on.
It-
I got to listen
He
to
does.
Stern
Yes,
from
McClure.
now on.
That's McClure.
Yep.
That's McClure.
Oh my God!
I saw McClure. Thank you very much, buddy. Appreciate it. I saw
And you're
Mc-
right.
Yes.
Troy, I'm sorry I interrupted your fuck story.
Don't do that again, man.
I didn't know
Yeah.
you had a fuck story.
Can you write down the fuck story so we can get back to it?
I forgot what
Shit.
fuck story I was telling.
I don't remember, but it was a load comment, and all of a sudden, you're right. 5 minutes later, it's like, and then Goofy.
He
gives
did.
a shit.
He did.
And McClure was pissed.
He was pissed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Rightly so.
Yeah,
You said you saw McClure yesterday?
Yes, 2 days ago on the way out. Very nice. He's just a great guy.
Oh, that's some dude.
Yeah, but this is he gets it. This is not his call. Yeah, he gets it.
Yes, he doesn't. He does the
Hey.
channel programming. He doesn't do any of the.
You'll always be welcome here. He's a nice guy.
That's what he said.
Yeah, not helpful, but
Yeah, that
very
seems
good guy.
It's a little more finality to that statement than I
Well,
think he
he's
needed
just-
to have on it.
He's just being very nice.
Anyway, he's opening the door for you, like pushing you out. Like,
Yeah, I was like, "Why are you holding a cardboard box?" He's like,
yeah, we're still.
yeah,
I mean, we're still in conversation.
well,
Matt in Cleveland.
Hey, good morning, fellas.
Morning.
Hey, thank you guys for the 20 years. Being on the air.
Thank you.
Thanks to you guys, I can't even listen to local radio around here, especially some fat bastard in the afternoon.
It's Comic-Con.
Yes, sir.
Thank you, Matt.
Thank you.
Jerry in Alabama.
Hey, man.
Hey.
I was going to say, I can't believe SiriusXM's finances. They got all that money they gave to a 6 that's popular for sucking dick, and Jim's blowing a 10.5.
Well, thank you.
He looks like a naked mole rat, but Jesus Christ.
Well, thank you.
Thank you, buddy. This is a good one. Eric in Texas.
Yes.
Hey, guys. Since this might, be coming to the end, and Travis is, a rat face, did we ever get clarity on the terms of service?
Did you ever find that shit,
Did
Travis?
that ever? Are we still waiting?
We never got an answer from Travis, but I did eventually figure it out myself.
Thank God.
Yeah, you had to do it on your own, like always.
Of course you did.
Yes, that I was indeed correct.
Of course he was.
Yes,
sir.
Thank you.
Thank you, Eric.
Thank you kindly.
Yeah.
A rare time I was wrong.
Yes.
I mean,
What?
according
I
to you.
admitted I was wrong.
Yes.
Is there any concern about the Secret Santa tomorrow? I know Troy is very upset already.
I do have the name.
You know your name.
Yes.
Everybody
Should I
knows.
text you later?
Yep.
Okay.
Just to remind.
Just remind me.
I will put a reminder in my phone.
That's right. Yeah. Give me a text.
Is everybody else kind of happy with their names?
Text Daddy.
Yep.
Happy with their names that they got? Do you?
I'm fine with my name.
You got something?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Are you?
Oh yeah.
You're happy with your name?
Oh yeah.
Troy?
Oh, hot dog?
Yeah.
Why you keep saying what it is? It's secret.
Everybody knows
It's a secret Santa.
Secret Santa.
No, because it's not a secret. Because it's
Guess what? What?
Control yourself. We've been on this road many times.
I don't know what you're gonna say.
You know exactly. What
Don't let him interrupt you with Disney bullshit again. This time
Troy,
I
you
want
telling a fuck story?
This time I
was
want
going to tell a really good fuck story.
I want to hear what were you going to say? Why did you decide to make it public? Because it's not a secret.
Because I was hoping he was going to say, "Okay, fine, we'll give you a new one."
Right.
Why would I give you a new one?
Because why would you give me the same one?
I gave you a random name after you decided not to pick
him out
yourself.
because I wanted to make sure that all the names were in there and there wasn't fuckery. And I think when we were putting back, he saw his hot dogs.
So weird.
He saw his hot dog's name.
Gaslighting you, by the way.
I know he is.
Okay, good.
And my mistake, the mistake I made, and it's fine. I'll live with my mistakes.
You learn.
Yeah.
I learned from my mistakes.
Okay.
But he was like, "Should I pick it?" And I said, "Yes." And I should have said, "No, I will do it." And that way it would have been like, okay, I saw all the names in there, and I randomly picked it. I just don't know how. I've never gotten Sam. I've never gotten Mike. We've done this for 8 years, and I keep getting I've gotten hot dog like 4 times.
The odds don't connect.
It is odd that you would get it, but he did put the names in, and you did just pick it. I mean,
I didn't pick it; he picked it.
You told me to pick it,
and that was my fault, and I'll accept the responsibility.
But you know he picked it on purpose.
Of course, I did.
Because he put the extra bend in it.
He knew which one it was.
Yes, he did.
You're an insane person.
I mean, it doesn't sound that. It's always either Troy gets a dud, or a dud gets Troy.
Gets Troy. It's very rare. I had him once.
Jim's never gotten me.
That's true.
I don't think I've ever gotten you.
No.
Yeah,
See?
exactly.
No,
Yeah,
I
because
got hot
he's
dog.
not-
It just works.
I got hot dog 4 or 5 times.
And when
I
you
don't
didn't
think
get
you got
hot
him
dog,
5
by the way,
times.
when you didn't get hot dog, you got Denny, which was the hot dog of the time.
How many times have you bought hot dog a gift?
I blocked this whole thing out, so I can't even tell you.
I don't know if you've ever gotten hot dog.
Of course I've gotten hot dog.
Hot dog's gotten you.
Yeah.
And I'm sure he got me this time.
Do you hope he got you? Why do you want him? Oh, you
I don't.
Okay. Surprise!
You get confused.
Yeah,
that's fine. That's fine.
I don't think you have ever had to buy hot dog a gift.
He's gaslighting you, dude.
Yeah, you've got him.
He's making you feel crazy.
Have you?
I don't remember.
Now you don't even know left from right.
You bought Denny a nice gift.
Yeah.
And what
And
happened?
it's just like, I'm so sick of this.
Do you think it's possible that Travis got in? Because that one year, that really set the ball in motion. Do you think that year that you got Denny a thoughtful gift and he put it on his head and started making robot noises and really trivializing it? Do you think it's at least possible that Travis got in Denny's ear and said, like, we're fucking with Troy?
Would you be surprised at this point?
No.
Nothing with that guy would shock me at this point.
Which guy, Dennis?
You.
Oh, shit.
If he got in Dennis's ear and goes like, the bid is kind of that we're fucking with Troy. Like, so, you know.
So whatever it is.
Just like kind of do your Denny thing.
Yeah, that just soured me to this whole
There's
thing.
one bit on the Secret Santa show.
I know what it is.
It's who is Jim going to give an absurd amount of money to?
There's another bit.
And who knows, maybe it's going to be less this year.
You fuck it with Troy.
That's not a bit.
Because it was last 1 year. He gave Troy 20.
And a shirt.
And a shirt.
I did.
What was the show? Chip shirt?
Yeah.
Chip shirt.
Wow.
Which is probably, I mean, you can't put a price on that.
That is true. I do love that chip shirt.
You do?
I do. Yeah.
Right. It's a nice shirt.
It is a nice shirt. It's funny.
So you're not looking forward to tomorrow?
No, of course not.
Tomorrow's going to be great.
I'm sure everybody will have great gifts, and I'm sure I will get the stupidest gift.
Yeah, but I got hot dog last year and made sure I had your back. Remember, I made sure, like, haha, now you're going to get a bad gift. And what did he get?
I'm sure Jordy.
What did he get?
I bet you it's either hot dog got me.
Jordan is not in the gift.
You sure Jordy's not in it?
No.
Oh, I thought he was doing it.
He's unavailable.
Is he? Why? What's he doing?
His stupid internship over Fallon.
All right. Yeah, that's fair.
It's not stupid. He's bothering Jimmy Fallon.
Yeah.
No, it's just us boys and hot dog.
All right. Whatever.
Bunch of men.
And hot dog.
And hot dog. The boys and hot dog. Well, I mean,
it'll be fine. I don't care. It's what it
because
is.
you know. Because you know.
Of course I know. And if the show resigns, this is the last year of this stupid bit.
Why?
No, everybody loves Secret Santa.
Yeah, everybody loves Secret
No,
Santa.
they don't.
And everybody loves the gifts.
And I have given you the option every year to be in charge of the names, and you're like, no, I'd rather just manifest this myself.
Manifest. Like he's like, what are you reading? The Secret? You know what I mean? Manifest.
You can be in charge next year.
Manifest D's.
D's.
Oh.
Nuts.
Oh, there are some things I will not miss.
Well, you won't. The D's nuts joke. Okay, you've had your fill of those. I get that.
Will not.
I get that.
No. I don't know this Alex in New Jersey. I do not know which one this is.
What's up, Alex?
Hey, how are you?
Good.
Hello. Hello, Alex.
Well, I just wanted to say thank you for all the years. I really appreciate everything you guys have done. I mean, you have made my very, very happy. So
Yes.
thank you. I will make it at the end. I did have one question.
Yes.
Way back when, you guys did a bit. It was Is Tom Alive Friday? And I believe you referred to this gentleman as Old Parrot Lungs.
Oh, yeah.
What of him?
Don't know.
Yeah, we stopped.
That was years ago.
You know what? We stopped working Fridays, so we have no idea.
That is true. Isn't that we were doing the great bits like Rock Scream Tuesdays and some really great stuff?
They were ironic.
Cat noise.
Yeah, Cat Noise Tuesdays.
They were ironic.
Yeah, because some people were just obsessed.
Now we were doing it as a goof.
It was a goof.
Yeah.
It was meta.
My arm is itchy.
Oh.
Thank you.
Thank you, Alex. Libby in Oregon.
Hey, Libby.
Hey, boys.
Hi.
Hey.
Hey, baby.
Hey, Merry Christmas. By the way, before I get to why I was calling for,
Guess I'm
you had a woman call in last week.
What?
Who was a teacher.
Oh, that
I am not a teacher.
No.
I'm Libby from Oregon.
Yeah.
I work in branding and marketing.
Sure.
I called originally about NFL, and there's no way that I could ever lose 60 pounds. I would be dead.
Why? How much do you weigh?
Not 60 pounds worth of losing. That's all I'm going to say about that.
Well said, Libby.
Exactly. Anyway, I wanted to say Merry Christmas. And I
Happy
discovered you. Thank you. I discovered you. I thought you said Happy Holidays. Anyway,
I did.
I discovered you guys during the pandemic, and I want to tell you guys, this is sincere. You have been something to wake up to and be excited about, hear your take on a whole bunch of things. So I'm really sad that this is coming to an end. And I wanted to also say, even though it's called the Jim and Sam Show, Mike Montone and Travis and Troy, they're just as big a part. So
Well,
I really hope
I would tend to disagree with that.
Yeah, I mean they're apart.
You said replaceable spokes wrong.
Yeah, they're parts, you know, but they're not like the engine. You know what I mean? Like,
well,
you could probably
I think
keep
they're-
rolling if you lose one lug nut.
I'm like
you know?
a carburetor.
Maybe
You can still drive the car.
everything's okay. You're getting to where you're going
Yeah.
anyway. Yeah.
Well, the truth of the matter is that you guys have brought a lot of joy to a lot of people. especially in these tough times, in the last 5+
That's right.
years. And I just want to say thank you and Merry Christmas.
And let's flatten the curve.
Well, what is that, a fat joke or something? Because I'm
No,
not
Libby,
fat.
nobody thinks you're fat.
Why do you?
Nobody even knows what you're talking about.
I know
Nobody...
she's not fat, Sam.
And I'm not a teacher.
Okay.
No, Libby, nobody
No,
cares.
I know, but Travis keeps saying that.
Travis is passing
Libby
his
the
note.
teacher.
He's passed me a note just now
Bullshit. It's fucking
Libby's
bullshit.
Libby's on line 1, and he wrote in parentheses the fat teacher.
Yeah.
That's what he said.
All right. You guys, Merry Christmas. I love you all. Bye-bye.
All right, Ma. Peace.
I love Libby.
Peace.
I'm not going to miss that.
Peace. Oh, fucking cringy boomer fuck.
You're getting there. Are you learning how people talk?
Oh, my God.
Good job.
The worst.
Justin in Cape Cod.
Ah, that's cool. Why would you be in more than one place?
Hey, what's going on, guys?
What's up?
Hey.
Hey, I just wanted to call in at the top of the show.
Ooh. Challenging.
Travis said nuclear instead of nuclear.
He did say that
because he's stupid.
He did say. He did say.
Bush
he said it the stupid way. I heard it too, Justin. You're right.
I think that's how it's pronounced.
All right. I know that he wouldn't let it slide with you guys.
Good call, Justin.
No, you're right.
Thank you for having our back for
He
once.
would snark us.
He would. What did you say?
Hey, do as I say, not as I do, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's because he's a dick.
That's
right. We hate him.
He's a piece of shit.
We hate him.
Merry Christmas, guys. I hope the show keeps going.
Should ruin his life.
Happy New Year.
Thank you, Justin. I'll tell you what. 2025, we're doing it, Travis. We're going to fuck you up.
Yeah.
We're going to ruin your life.
Carrie, that's not nice.
Yeah. All right, well, if you called him out. Carrie in Alberta?
Hey, Carrie.
Hey, boys.
Hey.
Yeah, Libby's fucking loaded, dude. Wake up in the morning.
Yeah.
Something to wake up to in the morning, my fucking ass, dude.
Yeah, she likes to have a little toot before she goes to fucking school.
Dude, what a
Before she
sweetheart,
teaches,
but I don't think-
before she
I
teaches
don't
the kids in
imagine-
that double X.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think that was one of the
waddles into that class.
morning jobs.
Oh, thank
All right,
you.
boys.
Thank you, Carrie.
Goodbye.
Yeah, good luck.
Goodbye, Carrie.
Ronald in Westchester. What's up, Ronald?
Hi, Ronald.
I'm gonna say what?
What? Let's go to Spencer in Alabama. What's up,
love your
Spencer?
gifts. Are you for hire? Yeah.
I want to say thank you. I've been listening literally since O&A came on XM Radio, so I've listened just about every day for the last 20 years. So I want to say thank you to Jim.
Thank you.
And why is no one bringing up the fact, because I think we all know it, that Sam is fucking Nicole? Have we not got into that yet?
I've wondered myself, would she actually...
That's what it is.
I mean, her husband's
he puts
good looking.
He puts on the nice guy routine, and he's family man and the kids. But those are the dudes that when they fuck behind the scenes, no one knows about.
They have intense feelings for each other. But Matt's a handsome guy.
But he's also an idiot.
But she also hates him. Like, there's also a lot of anger between the two of them.
They spend a lot.
That's a good call.
They spend a lot of time together.
But like Spencer, I think what stops everybody, the reason that conversation hasn't happened, is because yes, obviously we get along really well, but you see it, and when push comes to shove, it's like, yeah, no.
What?
The aesthetic.
Yeah,
I know what I mean. Like,
See,
it's like
that's him. That's him playing it off. They are fucking Troy.
That's the same thing you said about Jim.
That
is
Troy.
true.
Was he?
Me and Jim together.
Yeah,
aesthetically,
it's the same thing you said.
Sam would do it, though. I mean,
you think I would?
Oh yeah.
I mean, I've got even more to lose than you.
No,
My
you
whole
do.
Plus, she's literally a family friend. That's the worst thing you could do.
I know, but it also makes it hotter, and she's married, so you know she wouldn't babble about it.
And how many times
I mean, she
have y'all heard
would
that story of the family friend was fucking the husband?
That is true.
The best friend. Yeah.
Let me tell you something. Nicole is also not a dependable person for making solid life choices and decisions.
Here's when she would babble it.
That's exactly my point.
When she was screaming into the phone at 2:00 in the morning, walking back to a hotel holding her flip-flops in her hand.
That's right.
She'd be screaming it because she couldn't get her husband. I fuck Sam! Suck this fucking cock's bigger than yours.
And then her husband would be intoxicated, getting angry, calling everybody about it. I mean, it would be, first of all, it would never be kept a secret. And second of all, it would be an absolute disaster.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, should we, you want to take a break?
Oh, yeah, let's take a quick break, yeah.
Yeah, we'll take a break. You want to
what?
Plug, or?
I just got Tarrytown Friday. Harrisburg is being rescheduled till early next year. It has nothing to do with my show. There was certain issues with the venue. Whether or not they've said anything, I've talked to my agent, and it's through Live Nation, so we are rescheduling in a new venue.
Okay.
And that's it. The new episode of Sword Fight has Kat Timp. She's awesome. And that's it. Goodbye.
Yeah, I'll be in. Oh. Welcome back.
Ooh, hit the post.
Jim Norton and Sam Roberts. In studio, off the phone, and in the room.
Yeah.
Colin Quinn is here.
I got here in no time.
In no time. It's amazing. It's amazing. We saw you in the lobby. It was great. It's great to see you, Colin.
Great to be here.
Went to the kitchen together. I'm still eating.
Oh, yeah. Colin got to go through, see a lot of the way the business is run.
Yes.
The good, the bad.
The way the cow is slaughtered.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's right.
But it's a bad influence because now I have a Diet Coke. I'm eating treats.
What's a bad influence about that? It's the holidays.
Yeah, it's holidays.
You know?
I hope Ian Finance comes in and is slightly annoyed that I'm sitting in the chair.
I would like that. I would like that a lot.
Me too.
Also, we just gave you that Diet Coke. It's almost gone.
It's almost gone.
let
Travis
me tell you
knows how I
something.
am.
You housed it.
I mean, yes, I did. The house when I was growing up, that was for basketball only.
Really?
Then it became housing the mic back in the 80s for hip-hop.
Whoa. And then punched,
now,
too. I always heard housing is getting you got housed, meaning you got punched or hit.
Really?
I think you should have interrupted in the middle of my role, but you're right.
But I wanted to also add, it was a little asterisk.
But usually you add after this a 1 second pause.
No, but I'm chewing and I wanted to just toss it in there. I figured you were running out of steam with the basketball thing. I said, let me breathe some life.
Actually, you're correct. But let's talk about the Sirius satellite negotiations. Now, here's what I'm realizing.
Okay.
So let's say it's going terrible. I saw Slim Jim McHugh last night.
Slim Jim McHugh
at the bonfire thing.
I almost want to stay to call him that for the next year.
Slim Jim McHugh.
But here's my point about all of this. It's nothing to do with this in particular. So let's say negotiations are going not well, and it's the agent and these people. There's never a point where you guys meet face to face. That's insane. In the old days, when we started our businesses on grit and handshakes.
Yeah.
You'd look each other in the eye and say, hey, here's my problem, here's my problem. And it would either work out or not.
Yep.
But the fact that it goes through these third parties, then it becomes even a bigger conflict.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? It's almost like people talking about each other behind their backs. But this is like normal standard negotiation everywhere, I know.
It is interesting.
Yeah, it's like, and then you finally meet somebody and go, I didn't say that, I didn't feel that way. And you can't ever get it out.
Yeah. Yeah, because the way it's framed is, well, if they're doing it for you, they can be the tough bad guy, and you don't ever have to be. But sometimes it's like, I didn't even say that. I didn't even care about that.
Exactly. And you can't really get to the clarity of what's going on.
A lot of it is, too, people who are, especially like performers, we don't want to say about ourselves, look, I'm important to this place. I do. It's hard for us to say that, and it's hard for them to look at you and go, you're not as important to this place as you think.
And it's hard for us to hear that.
Yeah, it is. Like that. That's what it is. There's a bluntness to it that we all comfortably avoid by going through those third parties.
So I suggest you get your guts up today, slither up the stairs to Jim McClure.
I don't like that I don't walk up or march up. If I'm getting my guts up, why wouldn't I march up the steps? Why would I slither up the stairs? That really does take away my fucking full head of steam.
But the agents say if you jump in and do stuff like that, it screws up what they're doing.
But at a certain point, I understand that.
Right.
But at this point, this is what do they call critical mass?
You mean where rubber meets the road?
Yes.
Yeah.
This is the time. If it's not going to happen now, if it's all falling apart, which it seems to be from the outside.
Yeah, it is.
If it's not now, when? Never? And just the agent will be like, well, we'll move on. And it's like, I understand, but this calls for a face-to-face meeting. Back in the old days, you think Henry Ford would allow the guy that was doing the chassis?
Well, you were there. What was it like?
Whoa!
Hey, come on now.
Whoa!
Sam. Fine. All I'm saying is, that's the way the old days business was done.
No, that's true, but a lot of people were cheated in those old days, too. I mean, there are so many stories about the businessmen like Henry Ford just completely taking advantage of people and being so cutthroat. I mean, Tesla had the light bulb stolen from him.
Oh, my God. Tesla's nothing to do with Henry Ford. Henry Ford was the one that started unions, started the minimum wage, He literally would say, "Hey, fellows, I'm having a square dance this week. I want to see all my executives." He used to make them go to a stupid square dance every week.
That feels a little Me Too-y.
What's that?
Feels a little Me Too-y, Me Too-ish.
It was even creepier than Me Too, I think, because he wouldn't actually molest anybody. He'd just be like, "Hey, you and the wife are getting along great. I hope you're going to procreate in the near future. We want good Christian people." He had a whole.
They did. They all and Hershey was like that too. They wanted to create full.
I've ridden his highway.
But yeah, that's why Hershey, Pennsylvania exists. They wanted to create full civilizations based on their businesses.
Yeah.
Which is weird. It's a God complex.
Well, but I think it's a good God complex.
They want a team effort.
Did you ever hear Woody Allen's joke when the guy goes in one of his movies, "You think you're God?" He goes, "I have to model myself after somebody."
That is a good joke.
Yeah, but you're right. No one sits down face to face, but when you realize, like, when the agent tells you this is what they're saying, you go like, "There's just no way forward. Like, there's just not."
Well, exactly. But you're talking to the agent. You're not talking to Slim Jim.
Yeah.
Slim Jim has the answer.
Jim doesn't do. Unfortunately, Jim doesn't.
Who? Wait. Who? You talking about
Slim Jim McHugh?
When I walk through the dystopian,
guys, that's not my name.
The barren hallway just now.
You didn't feel the lifeblood running through the place?
No, I obviously know they need to hire me as an executive. I'll be in there all day, shaking hands, grabbing people, saying, "Hi, is that a business call?"
Bro, you can't.
Don't worry about it. But
you can't grab people anymore. It's the 2020s, dude.
You grab the guys.
You grab them by the elbow.
Shoulders.
By the elbow.
Yeah, and you throw a couple of body. Because
here's what
shadow boxing.
Because this is what happened. 2 years from now, an article would come out that would say, and then Colin would walk the hallways, grabbing people by the arm and jovially asking who they were on the phone with. It was really problematic.
It was invasive.
Yeah,
we felt very.
That is part of the problem. But whatever's going on, it needs to be resolved today.
I mean, I would agree.
I think yes.
Well, they only came to us or to me 3 days ago. Like literally, like when they know the year is ending
last Thursday.
Like not even like with 4 or maybe with 4 shows left.
Yes, it was after the show last Thursday.
Yeah, like what do you want to do? Like,
but again, they came through your agent. I want you to go up to. I need you to slide up to Slim Jim McHugh.
I mean, that's a little more. That's a little more assertive than slither. Slithering is the worst. Sliding is not much better.
I need you to drift down to his office.
Just go right under the crack in the door.
Yeah. Yes. I'm not an odor. I'm a person. No. I've done that. I actually last negotiation. Did get on the phone with one of the guys and just go look and talk to him.
Not on the phone, in person.
Well, I
know
you're
worried about
the state.
What?
He was halfway.
So
across
what?
The
You never heard of a
country.
Zoom call?
This guy's up on it.
I don't like
Jim was
Zoom
here
calls.
today. I don't care. This is what you do. We'll go down right now.
Yep.
We'll go down to a men's store.
Yep.
One of those Times Square men's stores. Get you a shirt and tie. You don't even have to change your pants. And you put on the shirt and tie, and you sit on that phone call.
Because it's Zoom.
Like to be official and to look like a man to be taken seriously.
Yes, exactly.
Right.
You know, wearing the Edgar hoodie, don't get me wrong. In most corporate settings, that's appropriate.
Yeah.
But
Edgar.
For negotiation, you're saying, "Hi, I'm Edgar." It's not the look I want to walk into the CEO's office with.
I'm sorry, Jim. I know we're in the middle of negotiations.
Yeah.
And what does that say? What does that say? Hi, I'm.
Edgar. The worst when we interviewed Reggie Jackson, and I was one of my childhood heroes, and I'm wearing this, and he thought my name was Edgar. So I'm like, how do I explain this to my boyhood hero?
It says.
Yeah, it does say that.
That's what it says.
But yeah.
By the way, nothing annoys me more than anybody that names them like the most famous person, like Reggie Jackson. They go, one of my childhood heroes. Like everybody's childhood hero.
Right. It doesn't mean
not yours. You were 40.
By the way, correction. Lou, I called her Luann. It's Lucinda.
Yeah, I know. I told you that.
No, you didn't.
I did. I told him it was Lucinda. Luann. Who thinks you're friends with her?
I can't believe you didn't know that.
Yeah.
I call her Lou my whole life.
I know, but still.
Okay, well, guess what? Luckily, Lou is on the phone, and while we're talking about negotiating, clearly, Carl, I mean, if you're this sort of up-to-date on how we need to do things,
yes,
she has some questions for you. Yeah. What's up, Lou?
Oh, boy.
Hey, guys.
Hello.
Hey.
I just wanted, is this a surprise announcement for the Tough Crowd podcast?
Why don't you? Okay, Carl, here's what you need to do. You need to go to Comedy Central, and you need to walk right into the executive's office and say what we need in this day and age.
Where is Comedy Central? Do they exist?
That's a good question. That's a great question. Go to YouTube. Walk to the YouTube. Go to Google.
Yeah, I don't think they have an office.
No, they don't.
Not. Thank you, Lou.
They've hit some harder
Maybe
times.
I'll go see Slim Jim McCure.
Yeah.
After last night, I didn't really see him. I just saw, I just know he's in the audience.
You just see his head. He's like the Loch Ness Monster because he's tall and he has a thin head.
No.
Like, you'll just look and just see that head poking like the surgeon's photo.
That's
I'll
right.
sit down there. See, now, if I go in there, even though it's still a hoodie, it's cashmere, so he'll be like, this is a gentleman.
Yeah.
And I'll be like, listen, Jim, Tough Crowd. I'll be like, I always enjoyed that show. Like, all right, Jim, let's cut the crap.
Ooh.
What kind of cash are we talking about?
Yeah. I'm going to say we'll do an ad rev split.
Yeah.
Oh, I like that.
Yeah, because that way, what if I told you could make unlimited money?
Yeah. No, you don't want an ad rev split. Never good.
Yeah, hey, the better you do,
It's no good?
the more money you make.
Why not? The better you do, the more money you make.
Because they won't push you for ad rev. They only push for the bigger pot. Trust me.
You know, I see there's a problem here. Your attitude. Now, listen.
Well, I'm just trying to help.
I'm going to be
Negative.
the middleman. You know?
I thought you were just saying we shouldn't have middlemen.
Yeah, you are making yourself the agent. You really are just taking their job.
I'd say we get rid of all the agents. I'll be the middleman. I just like 10% for my effort.
I'm more like a couples counselor for you and Slim Jim. Because there's been too much, this thing's too muddled. I'm sick of this in show business.
I know.
That's right.
The whole point is to try to bring clarity. That's what humor is, all this stuff, like my new word of the morning. And... But I'm saying, you know what I mean? Like, and then everything's just weird. Once we get off camera, it's like everything's just weird. Like, we don't really know, and it just falls apart. It makes me sick.
It is annoying.
Yep.
And people who believe that stuff. No, they like you. They don't. No, they don't.
But
You
that's
told that?
No,
Many
but I'm
times.
saying you don't know who does. You don't know anything. You don't know who likes you, who doesn't like you. That's the point.
Typically, a lot of times, if people will have something they could use me on, and if they never use me, I'm like, well, then they're not fans. If they use me once in a while, I'm like, yeah, they're fans. Like, there's certain people I'm like, yeah, that guy likes me because he's called me. There's a director I've done a couple different things for. That guy's a friend.
Scorsese?
Likes my work. Not Marty, but I have done something for him.
Yeah, you have.
I know who likes me and who doesn't. Managers don't know.
The Irishman was the last phone call you're going to get from Marty.
It probably was, especially since I just said thank you for not cutting me out. I didn't sound like I belong in show business.
No.
You said that?
Yep.
Okay, that's cool.
You should have said, you know what? I've got a treat. What I would have done was I would have brought a treatment for the Don Rickles story.
Yeah, I can play him. Look at this.
This is what you should be doing.
Yeah.
And then when they go, no, and when I just I look at them like, what?
What are you, gay? You want a blowjob?
Sandy Kane. Let's exchange blood type.
The best.
She is a delight.
Oh, God. So that's what I would do.
But do you want to negotiate stuff? Like, could you? I don't know if I'm a good negotiator or not. I'm good at laying out my points.
No, exactly. Just that's all it is. You can't negotiate the money.
Okay.
I'm just saying, at some point, it's unnatural that we have all these conversations and no one ever speaks face to face with the people in conflict. So then they do think, oh, Jim's got this shitty attitude, which he kind of does. I mean, being honest,
what
I hear on the radio is it's a little bit of a cunty attitude sometimes.
Well, I mean, at times, but I would
but
say
I'm just saying,
this
every
process,
time you bring it up in this process,
I've been much nicer than I've wanted to be.
You haven't.
Well, I will say Jim, in a very stressful time, has been extremely easy to do radio with. He's been great in here.
But
I have not.
Even the fact you're saying extremely easy to do radio with is kind of like.
Well, that's what But I'm saying that's all I can speak to.
Yeah,
He's been great every morning.
It's a very stressful time.
It's
a 20-year career is coming to an end probably in one day.
We're both very stressed, but we've been getting along
But that's
great.
what I'm
That
saying.
speaks
And
to-
for this
says a
whole,
lot.
here's this 20-year career coming to an end, and yet there's not a face-to-face. It's weird. And I blame the system
Man.
for that happening.
Yeah. You're not wrong, fucking Antifa Colin.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
The problem
Stop
isn't
shaving,
you.
ladies.
It's the system, man. We need to come up with a new system.
Colin's got to leave soon to get a Jan 6 never again tattoo.
Yeah,
I never realized the mockery consultants have to deal with when they're trying to help.
You just come in here to help us.
Yeah.
You thought you'd come in here, you give us some good tips.
Well,
you
the
didn't
bi-
realize we'd laugh in your face.
But this is a tip. It's for you, but it's really system wide. I'm changing the entire game of every system, which is middlemen do their job, but at a certain point,
You really haven't
You
changed
need
at
to
all.
Red Hour.
You are still the guy who brings in that Crocodile Dundee 2 rewrite.
That's correct.
Like, you're just the same. You know, here's what I'll do. I'll change
if
the
I could
entire
get a copy
system.
of that script, I'd be so happy. But in those days, it wasn't on computer. It was
No.
just typed. It was
By the way, though,
one
you are
copy.
kind of living proof that middlemen are needed because you did go directly to the director, and that didn't do it good. Mike Myers did come directly to you.
No,
and that was not particularly good.
absolutely.
When did Mike
90%
Myers go directly to him?
I don't remember. It was
Middlemen are
It wasn't
needed.
for one of the big ones, was it?
But in Red Hour that we're in right
right
now,
out for the money. Yeah.
you know what I mean? Now is not the time for middlemen.
But it wasn't
At
like
a
Austin
certain
Powers
point.
or something.
Unfortunately, it was. Yeah.
Like Austin Powers or...
It was that one. Yeah.
Get Slim Jim on the phone. I want to talk to him for a few minutes.
Yeah,
Probably
it's,
here. He's
I'd
probably
love to do
upstairs.
it, but
He's upstairs.
Yeah, let's go. I want to. Even if I'll go, he won't know what I'm there for. I'll go and say, "Hey, Jim, it was great seeing you at the party last night, at the Von Fire Christmas party." Jim, sorry didn't we get to talk afterwards. I had to run out. I didn't have to, but I wanted to. And I'll be, Jim, how's it? And I'll be like, "Hey, what's going on with the Norton's contract?" And I'll just start blinking like Jim himself.
yeah, it helps.
It's sort of
He'll
subliminal.
know I sent you.
Subliminal.
Sure.
Maybe that's why Jim doesn't want to have a face-to-face. He'll be blinking in anger.
Blinking. His tells are too great.
I would just make them uncomfortable. Like we should have got him out of here a long time ago. We never knew he did that. We never looked at him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe we'll make it a phone call. I mean, you don't want to do a Zoom call.
Well, do you
No.
think, I mean, we've got until the end of the year. Do you think we can change the system before the end of the year? Because that can be
Yeah,
helpful.
it's
be
simple.
helpful.
The change is a walk upstairs. You know
So
what I
you're
mean?
saying don't speak about the change, be the change.
Well, I just think that
Kind of what you're saying.
look, if you guys are afraid, we'll do a test run.
Okay.
Get me a slinky, and we'll put that on the staircase.
Right.
And if that works, then we send Jim up next.
Also, not a confidence builder before a tough negotiation session. That's not a confidence booster.
But the question is, what is there to lose at this point?
I could talk to. I mean, I know it's one of two guys I would have to talk to, unless there's someone else I'm not.
Jim,
not McClure. No.
Mel Karmazin.
Yes, it's Mel.
Yes.
We got to get Mel in here.
It's not Jim. Jim, I'm sure wants me to be here if possible, but it's not Jim's decision.
Plus, you come up and you say, Jim, we have the same name.
I did try that
that's a
already.
good icebreaker.
And from your description, you apparently have the same shaped head.
Small.
I don't have a small head. I have a perfect. In high school, I was voted most proportionate head.
No,
torso.
that's not true. You have a small head. You have a dinosaur head.
That's not true.
That's tough to hear at this stage in life.
It really is. Yeah, at my age.
To find out you have a Stegosaurus head is not the greatest news.
I think he was thinking more of like a brontosaurus,
I see.
which is the little pea head on top of the neck. A little, a kind of a non-issue.
I thought I was picturing a Stegosaurus, where it's this big body, and then just at the end that head.
Did you ever
that
see Zippy
protrudes.
the Pinhead?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
It looks like Jim.
I could see it.
Is this what you were thinking of, more of a brontosaurus?
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
And there's not a ton of definition where the
No.
face and the neck.
No, basically,
part ways.
it's the neck and then right to the
I
mouth.
think I was thinking.
Yeah, Zippy, I would prefer that we
I
don't.
think I was thinking more of that Dino, the dinosaur
From the Flintstones.
Flintstones.
Sure.
That's right.
Yeah.
Was it-
That was a
Leo
brontosaurus.
He facially looks like Jim. You know?
Dino is, I believe, was a brontosaurus.
Yeah. I mean, Zippy is not the most flattering
No, it's
comparison in the
Zippy
world.
the Pinhead, yeah, those are great comics. Me and Boss, back in our day, like that was like the cool comics, like Zap Comics. and we've actually quoted them to each other and laughed on the phone.
Oh,
back in the good old days.
Yeah.
You would read Zippy the Pinhead?
Zippy the Pinhead. There was like a bunch of Zap comics that were really like funny because
was Zap like Marvel?
No, just the opposite. It was for cool kids.
Had an edge to it.
He was a company. It was like a company.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, but it was all comics like doing what you would do. Like all they did, there were these kills, the fabulous furry freak brothers. All they would do is rob each other's pot and try to bang each other's girlfriends. That was, and it was just dirtbags trying to get into concerts. It was the funniest because it was like real life stuff that was going on.
Maybe we'll get back. If they ban TikTok, maybe we'll bring back Zap Comics.
Sam, now's not the time to worry about marketing, okay?
Okay, all right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, no, we got bigger fish to fry.
When did they go under?
Zap Comics?
Yeah, when did they go out of business?
That's a good question. I see they added an X at the end of comics
That's
at one
cool.
point. That's cool.
Yeah. Like Comics the Comedy Club.
It was like
2014.
It was an
2014.
underground thing.
It lasted a while.
It was an underground thing.
Started
It
in
was really pretty
1968
Wow.
to 2014. That's a run.
Yeah.
That's a run.
I guess I said, where are you going, Troy?
I'm going to get Ian Finance.
Oh, okay.
It's nice of him to show up.
I mean,
Jesus Christ.
He's supposed to be here 20 minutes ago.
He told me 20 minutes ago that he was 5 minutes away.
Piece of shit.
Yeah.
He's going to have some harebrained story.
He's probably going to shit first.
Yeah. I mean, traffic is like there's a moment in No Way Out when Gene Hackman and Will Patton are talking, and he goes, "It's traffic," and he goes, "You should have allowed for that." I did.
Yeah. It's the holidays. Plus, he rides a bike shirtless. He doesn't even in a car.
Exactly.
He does.
Yeah,
Ian
park
does.
your bike outside.
Yeah.
I know.
Yeah.
You kind of come in on CQ's time.
I mean, you got
right
here.
on time.
Look at you.
Oh, he's going to be in shock.
Yeah, he will.
Well, guess what?
Thinks he's going to come in and dominate, and all of a sudden you're going to be there.
Yeah, you're a
Mustache.
bottle and a half in already.
His Mean Gene Okerlund mustache.
That's right. That's right.
But we have to get to the bottom of this negotiation rather quickly.
What's that?
We do have to get to the bottom of this negotiation rather quickly.
Why, before Ian comes in?
No. What are you going to call the show? If I'm gone, what are you going to call the show? Is it
I have no idea.
Sam Roberts Now, or you can't do that. It's already a name.
It's already a name. I have no idea.
Satisfying in the morning?
No, because Nicole is occupied in the morning.
Oh, still.
Ian and Sam?
No, there's feedback issues with that one.
Sam and Rich?
Yeah.
I'll
if we
come
put
in 3
boss
days a week.
No, I haven't even, because we can't. I've had no discussions with anybody of substance. That's smart.
Sam in the AM.
S in the AM.
A.M.
Sam AM.
Sam AM.
S.A.M. S.A.M.
Yes.
That's a good one.
Yep.
Well,
S.A.M.
See, you go in there and say,
S.A.M.
Jim, I'm really helping out here. Why don't we?
I mean, I got ideas, Jim. I mean, imagine what I could do for other stations.
Actually, that's a great idea. I think we're going to go with that instead.
You know, the guy, you were joking with the guys like this, Sam AM.
There's 6 people that still are working on the floor here.
You didn't think it was a beehive of bustling creative activity?
It was horrifying.
Yeah.
It reminded me of that Cormac McCarthy. Ever see The Road?
No.
It was exactly like that.
No, what is it?
It's one of those dystopian movies from
like The Walking Dead?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what it feels like. And there's a few people. There's more here that are normally here, too.
The lights are off. They're saving electricity.
Yeah.
The lights are down.
You see the trailer for 28 Years Later?
Cameras are off.
It looks so fucking good.
Oh, no.
Really?
Yo, yeah. Danny Boyle's back to direct it. He directed the first one.
Danny Boyle.
That's right.
Train spotting.
That's right. And they thought that there was a zombie that looked like Cillian Murphy, because he's the main character in the first one. Except then people did their research and realized that there's like a model, I think, in England, who's like, he has this emaciated look. And so it's actually him. It's not Cillian Murphy
Heroin
at all.
chic.
Heroin chic. That's right. That's right.
Well said.
But it looks really good.
Yeah.
28 years later.
It does.
Is it like
Really
28 days later?
It's the third
Yeah, with
movie
Sandra
in that
Bullock?
trilogy. I don't think Sandra Bullock is in
She was.
28 Days Later.
Sure she was. That's right. It's 28 weeks later. Is that what it is? And then
Well, there's 28 Days Later, then the second one's 28 weeks later, and then this one's 28 years later.
You know what?
Yeah.
Maybe you should leave. Now look, Sam.
Sam AM. I think that's a great name.
Yeah, but we're gonna keep the name.
Sam.
When you just do SAM.
Yeah.
We're going to keep the name. We're going to move you to afternoons.
Yeah, we're going to keep.
afternoons.
We're going to put a period in the air
Let me
after
tell
the
you what,
A&M.
afternoons, that's the way to go, man.
Yeah.
Nice and easy.
Yeah, you know what, dude? To get amped up, boom, I come in, do 2 eps.
Wouldn't that be great if I was like, hey, now that Jim has said no, like, what are you going to call the morning show? We're going to call it the bonfire?
Yeah. Oh, they would hate that.
Waking
the
up in
Jay
the
is
morning.
not wanting to get
no.
up at fucking 5 a.m.
No, he wouldn't. And Bob having to come in from
Schlep in.
Westchester every morning.
Yeah, being here by 7, bitch.
They say to him.
Yeah, being here by 7. Yeah, no, nobody wants. Nobody wants to do this shift. It's very early.
No, it's early.
It's early, and this is the latest we've done it. It's still early.
8 to 11. Yeah.
Yeah.
8 to 11 is the most humane way to do it.
I'll miss it. I honestly would miss it.
Yeah.
Sure.
There's your opening statement. Jim, looks like we're at an impasse here. I'm going to miss it.
Jim, I mean, I'd be lying if I said I don't enjoy the gig.
Yeah.
I can't come in here and negotiate dishonestly. I have to say.
That's right.
I
That's a
do
good way to
enjoy
start.
it, but here's how I see it.
That's
a
like,
good way to
whoa,
start.
Whoa.
What?
Before you say, here's how I see it. So, Jim, do you want me to say ours? I'd love to hear from you.
Right, because that's the rule in sales, right? Whoever talks first loses.
Oh.
You didn't know about that?
No.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Shit, I wish I knew that earlier.
Oh, yeah, you don't talk first, ever.
So I'd say, I'd say after that, I'd say, what's on your mind, Jim? Like, what are your thoughts up to so
This is
far?
what you say.
What are your thoughts up to so far?
You go, Slim Jim. How do you feel this is going?
Yeah, Jimmy McHugh. I mean, just
Jimmy McHugh.
you and me talking fly on the wall. What do you think?
How do you think this
And
is
who's
going?
the other guy's name? What's the other guy's name?
I'll tell you off air.
Mike Roberts?
Mike
No,
Roberts.
that's
my
that's
uncle.
very, very, yes.
It's actually very convenient.
Yeah.
My uncle.
And, I'd say, look, I'd like to get your thoughts. Then go, look, here's how I see it. And I would lay it out.
We seem to be stuck between a rock and a hard place.
Well, I would say...
Oh my God!
Santa's 25 minutes late.
Yes, I guess the sled got the sled's.
It must be all the drones in the sky that made got the sleigh caught in
Stuck
traffic.
behind
There
an
was a
Uber.
stabbing on Santa's underground sleigh.
Oh, I hate
There
that.
were delays
God.
this
Was there a
morning.
stabbing
for
already
Santa.
with Santa?
I know who I wish
In
it
the
was.
morning, ho, ho, ho.
Santa is here
Trains
with the.
were stalled at the station for Santa. Ho, ho,
What
ho.
train, Santa?
I was on the L, and the transfer at Union Square was a nightmare. Ho, ho, ho.
Oh my God!
Look at he's in his red suit. He's got his boots on. He's got his beard and his hat. This is I can't believe Santa's really here.
How can you
Well,
not
I had
photographing
to make
CQ?
being late worth it, and by the reaction, I don't think it was. Ho, ho, ho.
Yeah, Santa expected the doors to come off.
He's got a gold sack with him.
Santa's really sweating for this gag.
Yeah.
Merry Christmas,
Oh, my
Samantha.
And what? Oh,
Merry
Fucking
Christmas.
Polly Walnuts.
Look at this.
Jimmy, young
Thanks.
Jimmy.
Oh, he went with the sampler.
Young Michael, Merry
Look
Christmas.
at that. A sampler.
Merry
Whitman
Christmas,
sampler.
Travis.
Oh,
Merry Christmas.
hey, he spent some money.
And for the littlest, goodest boy, Merry
It's a Whitman
Christmas.
sampler.
Santa forgot somebody very
Now, I
important.
didn't know Colin was here, so you can have a half-drank thing of electrolytes. Santa.
Thank you, Ian.
You want some?
Santa.
You want some Whitman sampler, Carl? I'm not gonna eat them.
One Whitman sampler?
Take them on.
Well, you got the sampler.
First of all, don't give away a gift right in front of the person that gave
Well,
it.
I'm on a diet. I've been eating
I
bad.
almost didn't make my elves get one for young Jimmy because I knew of the diet.
I mean,
but
that was really uncalled for.
I didn't want him
I
to
guess
be left
I didn't mean it to be ungrateful. Thank you, Santa.
You want mine? I don't want it.
You're already on the naughty list for next year.
I apologize. Thank you, Santa.
Yes.
I should have offered it more discreetly.
Maybe you
know
could
what?
make it
Colin,
up to me
have
by
one of mine.
sitting on my lap.
This face-to-face with Slim Jim is not going to work out.
No, Will. Jim, what are your thoughts?
Hey, Jim, are you going to eat that sandwich? Give me that. I'm on a diet. Now listen, Jim.
Santa waited in line for a very long time at Walgreens.
Well, thank you, Santa.
It's okay.
I'll tell you, that wasn't cheap
This is
either.
nice.
That's how much it cost. 5 boxes.
Well, I would say
Yeah.
I bet you that they're $13 each.
Well,
Whoa, Santa's.
That's
13. I bet they're more than that.
subscribe to Santa's Patreon. Patreon.com/BeAnIanPod.
How much do you think they are, Nana?
I'd say
What'd you call them?
No.
I'd say $21 each.
No.
21.
Oh, maybe.
Well, certainly someone needs a new brain for Christmas.
Whoa. Santa's roasting me.
$10, but $5 with the Walgreens card.
Oh, you're like Bill Gates. How much are eggs? $48?
Yeah, Colin
Certainly
is really
enough to have someone feign interest when receiving them.
I'm out of touch.
Yeah, Colin's coming across as a wealthy, out-of-touch showbiz
You're
guy.
a well-to-do muckety-muck.
No, that's a good point. That's how you...
It's true.
Thank you, Santa, very much. They look delicious. I love them.
Yeah.
But
Were
I'm
you
just
about to say tickled?
I'm a
Because
fat
Santa
pig.
likes that. Ho, ho, ho.
By the way, Santa will be live at the B and Ian podcast that's at the Comedy Connection in East Providence, Rhode Island on December 30th. And we'll be performing stand-up the following night on New Year's Eve. Because, Santa's schedule frees up after the 25th.
Sure does. There's nothing to do.
Live
Deal with a few
Christmas
returns.
Miracle, the 30th is sold out. Tickets still available for the 31st.
Stand up on the 31st.
Yes, 2 shows. Young Ian Finance's 40th birthday. Ho, ho,
Whoa!
ho. Yes.
Whoa,
That's
where's
exciting.
this?
Providence, Rhode Island Comedy Connection.
Oh.
Ah,
I like that room. It's an old, it's
an old
carriage house.
Is that what it is?
I
No.
thought.
You have no idea.
It's an old Cape Codder,
Oh, is it really?
Oh,
right?
I thought it was an old bank.
Well,
It
a
feels
bank
like
could
a
be
bank.
Cape Codder.
What's a Cape Codder?
One of those wooden clapboard, like, Sam, help me out.
Yeah, buildings.
Yeah.
Yep.
It is an old building. Yes. Oh,
there it is.
It's an old building.
Yeah.
Are you coming to terms with the fact that 40 is a big age?
It is, yes.
You can take the beard down if you like, and we can have a
Very
conversation.
old.
No. I like to leave it on. I think you should keep it
committed to
going.
You
the
went to
bit.
a lot of trouble.
I did, yes.
Yeah, we have booked Ian.
No, I like the Santa.
Oh, you like Santa?
Yeah,
He would have been the hit of SantaCon with that outfit.
Oh, ho, those are for phonies.
You don't like
This
Santa?
is the
guy.
real Saint Nick.
Oh, yeah.
Ho, ho, ho.
Did you rent that or buy it?
I bought it.
Yep. How much? 200?
It was, I believe, around 100 on Amazon, but I bought it last year for our Christmas episode. Ho, ho, ho.
Trying to get as many pods out of it as possible.
I'm really wearing it a lot around town.
Yeah. Ho, ho.
Don't worry, you'll see this in about 5 other podcasts.
I like that it's annoying Sam.
Yeah.
Sam's like, okay, you can take it off now.
Yeah, I think you should leave it on the
I
whole
will
time.
not stop.
And be hot.
Sam doesn't like this kind of character shit.
Yeah, let's get to the bottom of it.
Yeah.
Unless it's Chip Chipperson, then he's welcome.
Yeah, or Doug Bell.
Doug Bell. Oh my God! I mean, Doug Bell's always welcome.
Sure.
Honestly, Jake from Bonfire, I think he outdug Doug in many ways.
How so?
I don't know what he does.
Who's Jake from the
Prepared.
Bonfire?
What's that?
I don't know what Jake. Who's Jake from the Bonfire?
Oh, you guys are out of the loop. I don't even know.
Very disrespectful. Ho, ho, ho,
I don't think
ho.
Colin's big thing is he was prepared. Doug is always prepared.
No, he's not.
Sure he is.
Doug
Prepared
Bell?
with a good story to
Yeah.
tell.
Doug Bell's always prepared.
So he got a story.
Doug is brilliant. I'm not going to deny Doug's brilliance.
Yeah.
I think I saw Doug in the hallway. Creak. Open. Slam shut. Doug?
Why did you go in as Santa and then Doug has something to play off? Can't just come in and be like,
Yeah, why'd you
Doug?
stop doing the Santa?
Yeah. Yeah.
Why you still got the beard on?
Santa's sweaty and he's losing
Yeah.
his train of thought. Oh, I think I saw a friend in the hallway.
I hear a magical cough. Who could be coming in?
Knock, knock, knock. Creak. Slam. Ho, ho, ho. Is that Doug
Came to
Bell?
Doug's house.
Quinny.
Oh, hey, Doug. We brought a special guest for you to talk to. I know
Santa Claus.
Santa wants to know, Doug. What do you want for Christmas this year?
I just want everybody to get along.
Wow, that's really cool. Is there anything
more concrete that Santa can manufacture in my workshop?
Something for you, Doug. What do you want just for yourself? It's okay.
Perhaps you could sit on Santa's lap and whisper it in his ear.
If Santa wasn't who I know he is, maybe I would.
Okay,
Wow. Doug had some dark days with Santa, I feel like.
Can I get a relationship?
Oh.
You like a relationship.
That's a little sad.
Oh my God.
Doug, this is slowly getting less fun.
Just a pretty girl that just wants somebody to love her.
Oh.
Well, certainly Santa is an American worker.
That's the worst part is that Doug Bell would love me because I'm from that era.
Yeah.
The MTV days, the late 80s.
Yeah, he would feel you had a connection because he was also on He Did Ring My Bell.
I actually feel like I have a connection with Doug Bell. That's the sick part.
Right.
When he does it, I feel like, I know Doug.
I
He
remember
gets
that.
me.
Yeah.
It's so sick. I actually believe he's real when he's saying it.
Yeah. Well,
I know 10 guys like that.
There are a lot of guys like that. Yeah.
That's what makes Doug Bell so brilliant.
And they they hang on to those stories.
They're hanging on.
Not good stories.
Not the best.
Unfortunately, no.
They are good stories.
No.
Well, it's just a different era.
Well, but Doug has met his fair share of celebrities.
Sure. Yes, he has.
He's had quite a few celebrity encounters.
Tony Katane type people.
He knows just what to say too when he approaches.
Oh
them.
yeah,
yeah,
a lot of celebs.
Yeah, nice references that he throws in.
Some would say Santa's a celebrity.
Oh, Doug, have you ever met Santa?
I did when I was a kid. My mother used to take me in Santa's lap.
Oh, really?
Jeez.
Ooh, now I feel like Doug was. I thought Doug was from Southern California. Now I feel like he's from the.
No, I'm from Waterbury,
West.
Connecticut.
You didn't know Doug was originally from Waterbury, Connecticut.
I didn't know. I thought he grew up in like SoCal.
No, I'm from Waterbury.
Originally, he went over to L.A. for show business for a
Yeah, I
little
went
while.
out there to make it big.
Yeah. I mean, you don't get on the CW in Waterbury. You know what I mean?
No, good point.
Yeah.
Waterbury is such an uneventful shit place.
Just thinking that.
I've done a lot of gigs there.
Yeah.
Me too.
You've done gigs in Waterbury, yeah.
Just like
Ian Finance is
Out
there
at
in
Cape Cod, by the
January.
way.
What's that?
Out at Cape Cod, one of those houses. Remember that club in Woodbury?
I don't remember.
Cape Codder.
I'll just keep going. Cape Cod.
So Ian Finance is there when?
Well,
in
it's hot in that uniform, isn't it?
Uniform.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
Santa, you wearing a uniform?
Oh my goodness.
It's
When
warm.
it's attached.
It is attached.
It's attached.
Well, December 31st, Ian Finance will be at the Comedy Connection in East Providence, Rhode Island. January 3rd and 4th at the Funny Bone in Hartford. January 10th and 11th at Levity Live in Nyack. January 16th through the 18th, Uncasville, Comics Roadhouse. And then closing out January 24th and 25th at the Funny Bone in Syracuse.
Where's Uncasville?
It's
Connecticut.
Hell.
New York.
Yeah, it's up.
It's
no,
Connecticut.
Connecticut.
Did you ever
it's
do
up
that?
Connecticut.
Did you ever do call that?
Waterbury?
It was in Kingston. No, it was way up. It was the Playhouse. It was like 6.5 hours north. It was
Kingston's only 2.5 hours.
I'm not Kingston.
Did you say Kingston?
No, I'm talking about Ontario, New York.
Please say, have you ever been to Kingston?
There's no such thing as Ontario, New York.
I think there is.
There's
Is there an
where
Ontario?
you're wrong.
There's an Ontario,
Oneonta,
California.
you mean?
Oneonta? There's an
No.
Ontario, Canada. There's an Ontario, California.
There's something Playhouse. I did it. Me and Patrice did it together.
Richfield?
No, that's Connecticut. This is in
Oswego?
upstate.
Okay.
Not
There's
Oswego.
the gay bar and lounge.
That's
Playhouse.
definitely where it was.
No, it's not
That's
that.
100% where it was.
Wait, is there an Ontario, New York?
Santa's visiting there later this evening.
Oh,
Bearing many gifts.
there's no Ontario, New York. Lake Ontario.
Oh, there is a town on.
Oh, Travis.
Colin swayed me.
Why
wrong.
would you?
always
Colin
throw
doesn't know.
somebody
what
on
he's
Look
Colin.
at the
talking.
town.
Colin
What's that?
speaks
There's
so
nothing there.
affirmatively.
That's a real Cape Codder, that cabin.
It was a real Cape Codder.
Ontario,
There's nothing
New
there.
York.
There's no,
The Lake
there's no
Ontario
town.
Playhouse. Lake Ontario Playhouse.
I don't see
Yeah,
a Playhouse.
it was an interesting gig. Like you would just stay in the venue above it.
Really?
It's permanent. When did it close?
Right
Oh,
after
there
your
it is.
gig.
Yeah. You never did that gig, I guess.
I
'cause
didn't
you didn't even know the
notice.
town existed. Yeah.
So you stay in the venue.
Above it, there was rooms for the comedians. It was creepy.
And you and Patrice, two creeps in the creepy rooms?
Yeah, he had his room. I was with my girlfriend at the time. We drove up together. Patrice was so angry because he got stuck in the back seat. And me and her were holding hands in the front, and he wanted to cut both our throats.
Oh, I'm sure.
Oh,
Kidding
yeah,
me?
that's it. Wow.
Huh.
Yeah, that was a big, like, vacuum, like a fucking high ceiling room, bouncy, echoey room.
I can't imagine Patrice in all these nice little communities like the Lake Ontario Playhouse and Patrice going up there just trashing all those people.
I don't remember what he did. I mean, this is like
wasn't very welcoming, I'm
98 or something. This is a long fucking
I
time.
tell you the time I did the Aspen Comedy Festival and he opened.
Oh.
He opened for me. So it was all these, like, it's the whitest place on the planet. Everybody's there in these nice sweaters. And he opens. He's supposed to be the opening act and warm up. He goes, his opening, he comes out and he goes, ugh. He's the first act I see in comedy. They're all like smiling. Just does that for 3 minutes. And he goes, I hate it here. He goes, I'm walking through town to this lady goes, oh, do you live here? I go, miss, if I lived here, wouldn't you know it?
Yeah, Patrice was never really one to maintain a quaint.
No, he's not the opener you want to warm up the crowd.
We did it years ago when we went to L.A. This is when we were being managed by Caroline's. I was me, Patrice. It was J.R. Havlin. It was a couple of Sam Brown who passed away, and we went out and they had a showcase at the Improv for all of us, and Patrice was up first. They put him on first on an industry showcase.
Yeah.
Not good.
No. He attacks them immediately and then won't get off.
No, if I remember correctly, no one told him where the light was. He had a hard time finding the light.
That's odd.
Yeah, if I remember correctly. The beard came down. Nothing worse than regretting an outfit.
The comedy talk got him back to Ian Fidane instead of Santa.
Yes.
Now he's back.
Looking up at the clock and being like, still early in the hour, huh?
51 minutes.
I drank coffee and I'd gotten my beard. Patrice one time in Philly bullied a guy out of a nickname.
He did?
One of the black comics. He had Brandon Ketchup Wilson. He ran up to Patrice and was like, hey man, I'm Ketchup. And he was like, Ketchup? How am I ever going to introduce you to anyone as Ketchup? You sound foolish. And then after that interaction, he made a Facebook post. No, after Patrice died, he goes, Patrice wouldn't have wanted me to get rid of the nickname. And then he wasn't like doing open mics anymore. And when he came back, he goes, in Patrice's honor, I'm bringing back the nickname. And it was like,
my
Ketchup,
God.
fuck you.
Put him on the show with Tommy Mustard.
That's one angle you could take.
The Wilmington comedy scene sounds pretty bleak.
It was Philly,
I know,
but
it's
also
funny
bleak at the
'cause you're in
time
Delaware.
too. So, sorry, you're right. My bad. That was
Wilmington's funny.
It's
There's got like K's in it.
Hold the sauce. He got one stamp to hold the sauce and drop his nickname.
Did he do
No
a press
way.
Tour? Did he do a press tour about this?
Yeah, this is what it sounds like.
It's because it's his story that he gave.
Oh my God, that's crazy.
That is crazy. That's a crazy
This
thing
is
to do.
insane. That there's articles about this.
Yes.
Patrice.
Oh wait, this is a different guy.
Nuh-uh.
This is David Foster, who
Patrick
used to
O'Neill.
go by the name Sauce.
Where was that?
Oh, I thought hold the sauce. The sauce was going to be ketchup.
Yeah.
Maybe are you making a mistake with ketchup or
Whoa,
No,
Ian
no,
lied.
this
We caught Ian lie.
No, Ian read this article and goes, "I'll make it my thing."
I came in prepared.
I'll change it to ketchup. No one will ever know.
He did.
Yeah.
It's a big lie.
Billy A1. He got him
And
to
he made
change
the guy
his-
black instead of white.
Yeah.
You blackfaced him.
Yeah, what do
you
you work
did.
for Netflix?
Yeah.
You should see my series on Marie Antoinette. Oh.
Whoa. Topical.
Yeah.
Long article.
It's a long article.
Sorry.
I could sum it up. I had a bad nickname. Patrice ridiculed me.
Yeah, and
I
then-
changed it.
And then Ian Fidance robbed me of my story.
That's right. Yeah. What happens? Did one time were you in a restaurant and you said to Patrice, "Just come over and say hello to me. I'm eating with this girl, and I want to impress her." And then Patrice came over and you went, "Patrice, don't bother me when I'm eating." It's an old showbiz classic.
Yeah.
What's your favorite Rodney joke?
You know, the one where he goes, I'm having sex with my wife, and I see that far look in her eyes. I go, is there somebody else? She goes, there must be.
That's really funny.
Yeah. I was with this girl. She was fat.
How fat was she?
She was standing on the corner. A cop came over and told her to break it up.
I tried to hand Rodney a couple of jokes. I told you that.
Oh, you did tell
Yes, I
me
did.
that.
No, I tried because he paid $50 a joke, and I was like, then I could go on stage and be like, he wrote for Rodney Dangerfield.
Oh, whoa.
Did he take the jokes?
What were they?
No, he did not.
One
No,
was,
okay.
If I remember, one
no
was not
respect.
bad.
I said, I was on the train the other day. The guardian angels mugged me.
I don't mind that for the time. I don't mind that. I think that's a little fun.
But he liked it, right?
He goes, no, okay, thank you, kid. He just walked away.
You're okay.
When you pitched it to him, did you do it? Did you do it in his cadence, or did you give it to him on a sheet of paper?
Now, I love that question asked by Santa.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Can I just get a temperature read on the room? Would you like me to stay as Santa?
Hold on. I will turn it down.
You see? Oh, no.
Turn down what?
The temperature. You know what? Normally I like to keep it cool in here.
No,
But
turn it
today,
down.
Jim, for you, let's have it warm. You know what I mean? Let's have it nice and warm.
I did turn it down.
Well,
Santa, ask the same question.
What do you got?
Sorry, yes. Did you read young Rodney the joke off a sheet of paper in his cadence, or did you ho-ho hand it to him?
I think I read it. I said it to him. I didn't even write it down.
But he wants to know if you read it when you said it to him.
That's how you do it nowadays.
Did you say it like Rodney, or did you say it like you?
I probably did half and half.
Sure.
But Rodney used to come in to the club in his bathrobe, have a Heineken.
Is this catch?
Yeah. Come in with a Heineken, cigarette, whatever, and just walk in, talk to everybody. He was like so down, even though he just didn't give a shit. And then people would pitch him jokes, and that's how you would do it. You would just go to him and say, "Hey, Rodney, what this joke?" And he's like, "No, all right, no, forget it." You know, like, so it wasn't like a big,
Yeah.
you know, it wasn't like official.
And if he liked it, he'd just give you $50 for it?
I guess, but then you could do really more important than the $50 was you could say this guy wrote for Rodney Dangerfield in your credits.
Yeah.
That's what
big.
it's about.
That was big.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did you hope he'd put you on the Rodney specials?
No, Rodney auditioned me for one of his specials, and he goes, "Hey kid, you're funny. Yeah, that's not going to work for the crowd, but yo, I get it. I like it. I like what you're doing, but that ain't right for my special." He just literally said it right to my face.
And that's going back to the way it should be. No agent, no management.
But he liked you.
No
Said you were
third
funny.
party.
He said it right to me. Yeah.
Right. And you
He
got
goes,
the
"You're
message.
funny, kid, but no, you're not going to be on my special. People don't go for that kind of stuff."
It wasn't wrong. I mean,
Yeah, it's funny. But an audience wouldn't like it.
yeah, absolutely.
But what he said right to my face.
I get what you're doing, but paying customers.
That's exactly what he said. Yeah.
Otto almost got on one of his specials, too. I don't remember which one it was, but I heard last minute the whole thing fell apart. I've heard so many different versions of that story. Do you know that?
Yes, I heard that George actually trashed the entire deal. He ruined the deal for nothing.
Well, no, I mean, I did hear something similar. But it was on stage, a puppet. Yes, and Otto made George say some naughty things, apparently. The puppet would get a little racy.
It would from time to time.
At time you would, yeah. It's hot in here, isn't it?
Very.
I mean, I liked Santa playing with his beard, though. He's really in character.
Yeah.
I'm intently listening.
Yeah.
It is what Santa would do. He would play with his beard.
Especially
And
if he was,
intently listen.
especially
After
if
a
he was
nice
warm.
hot cocoa.
Santa would lay back in the cot.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Santa's wondering, how did that make a young CQ feel to
Which
hear a
part?
legend turn you down?
He turned me down twice. I mean, at the time, I just, I was like, oh, yeah. I mean, he was so honest and straightforward. So what could you say? You can, it didn't make me want to change my act and start working a certain way or anything.
Clearly.
Yeah.
I offered Dice, by the way. Dice, I walked up to. I walked up to Dice. I had a lot of
Moxie.
unwarranted advice.
Yeah, a lot of chutzpah.
So I walked up to Dice, and I go, at the height of Dice's fame, he was in Catch. And I go, you should do.
By the way, I love that every story always starts with you saying, you know what you should do.
I go, because this is going to turn, I go, you should make it a conceptual thing. And this time I did do the impression of Dice Foreman. I go, you should get into you should become like a guy that's doing you, but also steps outside where you go, a lot of people don't look at me. They think I'm uncultured. I go on vacations. I try to enjoy. Here's some pictures from my trips to Italy. Here's a picture outside the park. Here's a picture outside the, not the pump line, the one in Italy, it doesn't matter. But anyway, here's a picture of this guy sucking my dick. And Dice just looked at me like,
As he should have.
what's he talking about? But I was trying to get him to expand out, so it was almost like meta. But
Right.
The word
Like
meta didn't exist.
You'd have all these great cultural references, but then you'd get back to dice at the
Right,
end.
so it was like sort of like saying, I'm in on the joke, you're in on the joke, we go to these other places, but we're expanding. I think it was a good idea.
Right. And he didn't take it.
No,
Oh.
he had no idea who I was. You know, he looked at me like, why is this person? He thought I was like a stalker or something.
Yeah.
Sure. And
the Parthenon.
Yeah.
Right.
Leaning Tower of Pussy.
Well, you guys are under, you're just lowering them. It was.
I don't think they got what you were doing.
No.
Are you saying that we're really dumbing it down and mocking it?
I think they're missing the.
Were you suggesting a PowerPoint presentation?
I was. I had some big ideas for dice, but the 1 minute I had with him, it didn't work out.
Multimedia.
And by the way, with dice, I wasn't saying it like, "Hey, I could write for you." I was just like pushing him in that direction.
He had to change his entire thing with that was selling out arenas. Yeah.
Well, I don't think
some guy he didn't know
it's phrased
came
like
up
that.
and goes, "Why don't you do this? Because that's not working."
I sidled up to him.
Where were you?
Catch.
Did you do that stuff at SNL? Like, try to get your hands on everything? Say, here's what we should be doing, or did you just stick to Weekend Update?
Well, I mean, that by that point, it was just my essence was that, yeah. So
And
I didn't have to have a formal thing.
Lorne,
it was just
here's
it was constant.
Right. It was just everything.
Did people resent it?
I don't know if people resent it. I mean, a lot of times I'm right. Let's be honest.
Yeah, but it takes a long time to see it sometimes. People don't see it in the moment.
I think it'll be, after I drop dead, maybe people go, oh, you know what, that was actually a good idea.
So hopefully by next week, everybody will.
Well, even here at Sirius, when I look at the place, I'm like, I could really do it up. Even when we walked through just now from the kitchen to here, and I was, commenting on the girl on the phone and other things going on, I was like, the energy's off.
Jim,
I
can
can fix that.
Can I ask you a question?
Sure.
You've known Colin a long time.
I have, yeah.
Do you think he has frequently moments of sitting at home going, one day they'll realize how right I was? Like, he thinks that after he's gone, people will just like go, Colin said.
He is Rupert Pupkin. Like, your fantasy is that you're on stage, they go, we were wrong and you were right.
He's still got that.
Yeah, of course he does.
Yes, he does.
I'd love to hear your ideas, Colin. Come over to the house this weekend.
One time,
right. You're right.
One time, I had a big deal. This guy named Peter Chernin. He's still like a big wheel.
Yeah.
Peter Chernin.
Yeah.
Head of something, but he was the head of Fox at the time, and this is like 1991, 92 Fox TV shows, and they kicked me off his show. They kicked me off his show. I was supposed to be in the pilot. They got rid of me because my acting was horrible. And I sat down with him across. Of course, it was just me and him in these two chairs in this big office, and they had a searchlight, whatever it was. And I was sitting there, and I just remember going to him. He goes, "So I'm sorry, but we're getting rid of you for this." And I go, "You're making a big mistake."
You're making a big mistake.
I said it.
You said that when I hired you.
No part of me was like, "Oh, I'm so hurt, and my self-esteem is so damaged, and I'm going to pretend." I was just dead serious, and I meant it with all my heart.
How do you
look at him right in the eye, like
you're making a big mistake?
Boy, you really
you have a diamond in the rough. How did you? What reason did he give you?
It was Rupert Pupkin. I forget what he was saying, but I just remember him sitting there looking and being like, "Oh, I get it. This guy's mentally ill. Now I have to talk to him a different way."
You're making a big mistake.
You are one of the most hyper-aware people that I've ever interacted with, yet you have these like insane delusions of grandeur. How could one balance a hyper-awareness with delusions of grandeur?
That was back in the day.
There's still a little of that, though.
A minute ago,
you do think.
Hold on a minute, Samuel.
He does think that if he went upstairs, he could fix Sirius.
In a way, even though you did say like I don't do that anymore. 10 minutes ago, you're like, I could go upstairs and get your contract straightened out.
He wasn't. We just got him there. He wasn't joking when he said he wants to fix the entire system.
No, I wasn't joking about that.
Right, that's what I mean.
In Colin's defense, as an all-knowing being,
everything.
I see everything, and Colin is right most of the time.
It is
It's true. It's very.
He doesn't need to die in order for people to understand his greatness.
Thank you, Santa.
You're creaking the mic.
It's so hot. It's so hot in here.
That is funny. You're making a big mistake.
You're making a big.
How did he tell you? Did he say he didn't say your acting is bad? What did he say? When we made a decision.
I'm sorry, we made a decision, and they were building. The whole thing was I was on just off MTV, so they were kind of building it around me, and then they got rid of me, the star of the show.
Right.
I mean, it was built. I was meeting with the writer, talking to him, blah blah blah, and it was like this big thing, at the time, and then they did a screen test with me with Laura Dern. I mean,
what was it about you?
She came in. They just said I sucked my acting, and it ended up not happening. I mean, the whole thing fell apart.
Wait, who said you sucked the screen? The people?
I guess they did a screen test. They were worried about my acting, and then they did a screen test. Well, literally, I mean, nobody did a screen test since 1950. So they did a whole scene, and Laura Dern was nice enough to volunteer to come in and
watch you
play opposite me. And I did it with her, and she was really nice.
She's a good actress too,
and she's a great actress.
Yeah,
and she did it. I forget why, but so it was like a big thing. I mean, a big thing.
Yeah,
I remember being outside with Laura Dern doing my scene, and I'm like, trying to act, and then afterwards they were like, "Oh, this guy doesn't know what he's doing." Because I couldn't act. I didn't understand acting until years later. And I'll tell you another one. They flew me from a gig. I was in Kansas. They had a gig. They go, we want this guy, Colin. It was a network thing. They flew me in the night before, a private jet, which in those days nobody did that kind of shit. Flew me from a gig in the middle of Kansas. Land, beautiful hotel, like the nicest hotel I've ever stayed at. L.A. the next morning, all the executives are there, like 20 of them in the room. This is the early 90s. It's like still the networks,
Yeah.
They're all there. And I come in with the script. They have they're all there. I talk to them for like 10 minutes. They ask me questions. I'm killing. I mean, 20 executives from like NBC or CNN.
Yeah.
I'm making them all laugh. They're like, and you see them looking at each other like, we found the guy for this thing, It's like a wisecracking Bruce Willis type cop, And then there's a girl reading with me. She's beautiful. You can tell, like a real pro actress. And we're reading together. We go out and we go over the lines. And I know when we rehearse a little bit, she's like, he's just, his process. He's getting ready. We start reading, and the whole room's energy drained. And I was like, what's going on here? Because I'm trying to be like funny. Like, I don't understand acting. Like, I'm trying to be like, I was just being funny with them. They saw me being funny to them. I'm doing. And then I knew it was bad. I look in her eyes, and she's almost got like this scared and like tears in her eyes. And I was just like, oh God. And that was it.
You knew you were bombing?
You flew home.
Yes.
You flew home commercial.
Yes. Coach.
Greyhound.
Yeah, it was really bad.
What do you think was what was the disconnect? Why were you so
You have
bad?
to know how to act. I didn't know. I didn't understand. I thought acting was, trying to be funny. I said, a comedian, you try to be funny. Even though you're acting, you're trying to be funny. We're funny people. I don't know what my problem was, but it was bad.
And you were expecting laughs as you were reading?
Yes. I mean, I'm killing, but I'm telling you, they talked to me before. That's the uncomfortable part. When there's 20 executives and they're asking you questions. That's the part nobody gets laughs at, except comedian can get laughs.
Yeah.
And I'm just throwing lines, ba, ba, ba. Yeah, I just came in, ba, ba, ba. Killing. And then I go and read, and it was just...
Did you address how bad it was? Ho, ho, ho.
No. I couldn't believe it. Like, I didn't understand. I'm like trying harder and harder, and her face is getting worse and more panicked.
Were you embarrassed?
I mean, I was just depressed, Did
they say thank you at the end?
Can you imagine? You see
awkward...
It just drained. It was the craziest
panic
change.
in the eyes of your
acting.
acting.
They knew they're like calculating how much they spent on the plane.
Yeah.
Yes.
And your partner realizing this is not the big break I thought it was. This is not going.
She goes, he's ruining for me too.
Right. This is not going.
Oh yeah, she's ready. She's got the part. And then he's like, fuck.
Did they hire you as the wisecracking cop?
No, they did not.
Do you know who they hired, or they never do it?
They did the pilot. I forget who they hired, but I had a couple of those.
They did not. they didn't end up hiring you.
And it was crazy.
Oh, that's a bad feeling. There's nothing worse than when you're on stage, even you're killing, and then you lose them, and you can you want that moment back so bad where the energy was there. It's terrible. Oh,
like, is there a thing where you go, oh, this was the moment that I lost? If I just didn't do this one thing, I could still have them.
Something happened where they've all agreed that they were wrong to like me before.
Wow.
That they all were like, oh,
That's right.
he's exposed himself. He's not good.
Wow.
I mean, I hate to bring it back, but it's like Santa. Santa was beloved for many centuries, and then in the past 20 years, Santa's been a little bit, you know what I mean? Kids are running around drinking, dressed like Santa. It's a little bit...
Santa-con? Not good.
You're saying that the college kids have kind of sullied the image of Santa.
Santa, what do you feel about this? Is that true or no? Do you feel like it's a tribute or an insult?
That's a good point.
I think it's infuriating. I mean, what do you expect when there's imitators of you at every mall in America?
That's a good point.
Yeah.
It's only a matter of time.
Luigi Mangione, naughty list or nice list?
He's getting all the gifts. Because he gave us the greatest gift of all, self-sacrifice.
The greatest gift of all.
Man, Santa. I didn't realize you
got dark fast, Santa.
Santa thinks capitalism needs to be smashed.
It's weird. You're kind of a capitalist icon.
Yeah, really.
Santa contains multitudes.
Yes. Santa has a Patreon.
Santa's doing a character. Killing is wrong, no matter who you kill. But he should have tuned him up a little bit.
I like that Santa really hits those consonants, too.
Yeah, me too.
I don't know the accent, but it seems like North Polish.
I think so.
Correct.
A little old-timey.
Yeah.
Well, Santa's a world traveler. He picks many things up on his travels.
That sleigh goes everywhere.
It does.
Did he just go,
I spent a little time with Tim Allen when he was studying
research. He came to you for research on the park?
Yes.
I never thought about that.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
When you were on that
Santa
private...
doesn't get no respect. Should have stopped earlier.
I just want to know, when you were on that private plane, what were you thinking, like, this is it? Like, when you were on
this
that...
is the big one.
Because you do feel good when they're flying you. So if you're on a private jet from Kansas City, are you thinking, like, this is, man...
Yeah, I don't have to worry about messing this up.
My agent was so excited that I was like, yeah, this is. He goes, they love you, they want you, you're the guy.
Yeah, you got to read. It's a technicality.
And it was I mean, at that time, right after Bruce Willis did Die Hard, they had about 3 or 4 projects that were just like that. And one of them, they would bring me in, you know. And then one of them I brought in was a guy that was somehow related to Die Hard, and I think he wrote the original script or something. And I'm sitting there reading the part. Oh no, it was for some other show, but it was me it was a cop with a dog. Remember they did Turner and Hooch?
Oh, Turner and Hooch.
Oh yeah.
Love
So
that.
this is around then.
Turner
I guess.
and Hooch.
So I'm reading the script and I'm just giving him attitude because I'm like, this is so stupid. And then the guy's like, "Do you have a problem with the script?" I go, "Yeah." That I'm reading a part of a cop and he's talking to his dog. Yeah, I have a problem with it. He goes, "Why'd you come in here?" I go, "I don't know why I'm here. This is stupid." He wrote the script. And it's just like, we're looking at it like, oh my God. So I had a little bit of a reputation in the early 90s of being difficult without ever having a part. I found that out from my manager at the time. Later, in the late 90s, he goes, "Yeah, you know, you're known as a kind of a Dwayne Thomas." I go, "What?" He was a football player from the early 70s. He goes, "Good wheels, bad head." He was a little bit of he was crazy, you know.
Right.
So he used to tell me, people were calling me Dwayne Thomas in like 1996.
The word of your arrogance spread around.
Yes.
The pomposity of coming in.
Did it ever work to your benefit? This
Never.
Arrogance.
Never.
But it seems you
was
landed Night at the Roxbury.
So many, but that was already when I was on SNL. But it's you'd walk in these rooms and I would trash the place. It was so insane.
And they never enjoy that. They don't enjoy it.
No, but you know how it is. It's an uncomfortable setting for everybody anyway. So I would just get an attitude because you walk in and they're just sitting behind their desk looking at you. I know that's their job, but the way they would do it was like, we have the power, and it just rubbed me the wrong way, I guess.
Yeah, I mean, it is irritating, and it's uncomfortable.
But then you obviously did well in your SNL audition, and those are like notorious for like people sitting there, Lorne not laughing.
I did not. It was a comedy club, and I went on, and the whole crowd was in L.A., and the whole crowd was 15-year-old kids from a camp, because in the mid-'90s, nobody wanted to come to a comedy club.
Right.
So it was the Improv, and it was all a camp. It was the middle of summer, and they brought all these campers, 15-year-old kids, to comedy club, and I bombed brutally. I mean, 15-year-old kids, who the fuck can make them laugh?
But you got the gig anyway.
Yeah, Lorne goes, yes, I knew you were a good writer. I could see that, but obviously, he goes, you kept so-and-so's career alive for a couple of years. It was this big joke to me.
You're a good writer, a performer. I don't do a Lorne impression.
What's that?
I don't do a good Lorne impression.
Maybe you could ask for one for Christmas.
Yeah. Whoa!
Do you think that for Christmas...
That's a good one.
He covers everything.
Is Die Hard a good...
Is that a Christmas movie, Die Hard?
We didn't like we put the emphasis on the word hard. It's supposed to be Die Hard.
Die Hard.
Die Hard.
You kept saying Die Hard.
Oh!
Well, pal, I'll tell you what, pal.
Oh. Very good.
Whoa. Yeah, I thought
You got it, pal.
Thought Reagan was here.
Yeah.
You got it. What?
Sorry.
Bruce
Willis.
Yippee-ki-yay.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay, it's stopping there. Okay.
Well...
I didn't want to curse afterwards. That's
smart.
The next line is MF.
Smart.
Smart.
You mean with times so
For the
shaky as
Santa.
they are? Oh, I got you. Yeah.
Die Hard.
Die Hard.
Christopher.
Apocalypse Now.
In my ass.
Godfather. Keep doing it until... It's warm in here, Santa.
It's a little
Very,
warm.
very. Reminds me of the South Pole.
Nice.
There you go. You got to go to Brazil to give gifts too, right?
Yes, certainly. The cartels deserve gifts too.
Yeah.
There's cartels in the South Pole?
In Brazil.
Oh.
That'd be a good movie
Brazil's
idea.
not by the South Pole.
I was just naming hot
When
place.
he mentioned Brazil, I was just adding on.
I mean, you could say Australia.
Australia's closer to the South Pole.
Hey.
New Zealand.
Hey, the kangaroos.
That's right. It is hot right now because it's Australia's summer right now.
Yeah, that's right.
That's right. Their seasons
It's
are
Brazil's
reversed.
summer too.
Why do you keep bringing up Brazil?
Back to Brazil again.
Are you thinking about the escorts?
Yes, I am.
I thought you might be.
You're right.
Jim has been distracted.
Ian's, by the way, the one futzing with the mic, just so everybody knows.
Yes.
Pardon?
Santa.
Because you don't have your
Santa's futzing with
you don't have your headphones on, Santa, so you can't hear the mic. It's very loud when you're moving it.
Excuse me.
I'm okay.
I apologize.
Yeah.
I just wanted the audience to know who is.
I mean, I really do like Santa's accent. I'm telling you, he's really...
I apologize.
Certainly, Santa thinks the beard makes him colonial.
Oh, yes.
Apoplectic. I've been thinking of that word a lot. Apoplectic.
Yeah.
It's a hard word to say.
Apathetic?
Apoplectic. It's a good word, and it also
Dyspeptic?
stinks.
What does it mean?
You've gotten rageful. Like
Use
they
it
said,
in a sentence.
George Stephanopoulos was apoplectic when he realized that ABC was apologizing to Trump.
Isn't he having to pay him like $16 million?
He's not, but they are.
Right. There
But
was
he
a
has to say
settlement.
he's sorry. He's furious.
Right. He has to apologize. They pay him the 16.
And they said he was apoplectic, and it's just a great word, but it's also an awful word.
Oh, my God.
I'm a fan of the
Ghost
word.
of Colin is here.
Well, I wasn't trying to do a bit. I was just been thinking about it for a few hours, but I guess you're right. I should just shut the fuck up. Why would you say apoplectic? Yeah, you're right. Fucking hack. That was not meant to be a complimentary. Santa, what are you doing?
Nothing. Keep dissecting words.
Yeah.
There's
Roll up
a
the
lot
sleeves.
of them in the dictionary.
Yeah,
Rolled up the sleeves on the old hoodie because it's a little warm in here.
yeah. S to the C is uncomfortable.
We're trying to
Certainly.
make Santa melt.
Certainly. Certainly Santa's beard hair is
See if he
Now,
folds.
Santa, do you have to go back on the
into his
do you have to go
mouth.
back on the train after this?
I changed. I arrived in the bathroom.
Ew, don't do that here. Disgusting. You're not allowed to do that
Certainly
here.
that
he meant his birth.
It's a corporate
That's
environment.
an old way of
to a
saying
toilet.
Santa ejaculated. I've arrived, but I appeared in the bathroom, Colin.
Ah.
Yes. Yes.
Are you going to stay in this outfit for when you go back on the train and stuff?
Was thinking about it. Maybe a picture in front of the Fox News tree.
Oh.
It would put people in the spirit. People need that right now.
They need the spur.
They do.
Yeah.
They do. They do.
Sparred
Every December 24th, I go around my neighborhood and give candy to the shopkeepers and little places that I frequent.
In the North Pole?
Where do you live?
In the Williamsburg area of the North Pole.
Shopkeepers.
You actually
Shopkeepers.
You actually give
The
candy to
artisanal shopkeepers of Driggs Avenue.
Yes, yes, yes. Under the BQE, I'm very popular.
Is the Vice building still there? Like they
Pardon?
still the Vice in where did you say Williamsburg? Do they still have that giant complex there?
No,
they don't.
No, long gone.
Didn't know that.
The network is somehow still kicking, but there's no original programming.
But okay, but they don't have that giant. They had
I don't believe so.
Fucking complex.
I understand. Yes.
Yeah.
When that went away,
Vice.
people were very apoplectic about it.
Angel Weiss. Remember in Marathon Man?
What?
Angel Weiss, the white angel.
Yeah.
No.
You should go down to 47th Street after this, and we'll do that.
Highest marks. I
will.
Enjoy your youth.
You usually have a speaker that plays Christmas songs.
Yeah.
Some people
On your
like
bike?
it for a time.
For a time.
But so you drive down Williamsburg, do you really give out gifts to the shopkeepers? Like what?
Yes.
Whitman samplers? You can have this one back. He's not taking it.
Mostly candy canes. Whitman samplers are for special friends.
Yeah.
Oh.
It's a sampler.
Mostly candy canes. Children ask for pictures. Santa's a little reluctant, but he obliges.
It's one of my favorite things when Paulie Walnuts brings a Whitman sampler to the hospital.
Yeah. Puts it on the bed.
That's why I brought it.
It's a Whitman
An
sampler.
old throwback for young Samuel.
Brought the sampler.
So funny.
A Whitman's. It's just perfect. A Whitman sampler.
It's a sampler.
He's trying to be a classy, nice guy.
But I mean, it's just the perfect candy that an idiot would bring.
Yeah, somebody who's in a
no
coma.
offense.
It was a layered joke, as Colin would call it meta.
Yeah.
Fucking better. I knew it before you.
Wait. I don't think we need him.
Yeah, we do.
Okay, good.
You gonna miss me?
Yeah.
You're making a mistake.
Chip's trying to hold back tears.
Dude,
though.
I went in there. I told him you're making a mistake.
You did.
You go into Slim Jim as Chip and say he's making a mistake.
Oh, can we see this first? This is great. The guy
I brought him some Whitman.
Puts it on the bed.
How's he doing?
I brought him some
talked to him
Whitman.
before. I think he squeezed my hand, but
that's what the guy got beat up, right?
It's going to be a vegetable time.
With a pipe.
Fucking retard.
Yeah.
Well, look at the bright
It's the
side.
doctor was.
Wasn't that smart to begin with?
I mean, he's.
Oh, this
Come
piece
on,
of
it's a
shit.
tense situation. A little fucking levity, huh?
God, is he a
Ralph.
great sociopath?
What are you doing?
Ah.
I can't visit my cousin? I want this cocksucker to bleed from his ass, Skipper.
you got it.
Just say the
Foreshadowing.
word. My fucking pleasure. Why don't you go grab us some coffee? Come on, are you kidding?
Jackie Jr.
Better yet, go to the ear, nose, and throat department. Get your hearing checked.
So good.
Yeah. Boy, it's fucking. Joey Pants is so good in this.
He's so good in it.
I mean, he is just such a hateable fucking.
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah, just not 1 ounce of like ability.
He's
No
still joking
charm.
around.
Well, what did he say? Let me see.
He had another joke.
Go back, Travis. You're missing all the
Travis,
jokes.
we were watching The Sopranos.
Travis, Jesus Christ, you fucker.
Come on, Travis, we're watching
The door
The
is
Sopranos.
closed.
All right, obviously you told the cops you don't know who did this. I'm upset. But please, I know how to keep my mouth shut.
Unless, of course, there's a slimy sandwich around.
The fuck is wrong with you? We're trying to have a meeting here.
Oh, 2 minutes he's in charge. He's fucking Lee Iacocca.
I mean, what a great...
Because Ralphie had gotten passed up.
Yeah. Yeah, he's the Iacocca.
But how about the fact that he's got the
defibrillator?
Yeah. Your brother with mustache.
He's fucking around with the defibrillator.
And then one of the funniest parts at the end of this scene, which we're not going to watch, Fatso starts eating the Whitman's chocolates.
Yeah, he does.
Vito starts picking at them. I think as soon as Tony leaves, he starts picking at them.
The Iacocca.
Yeah, he's a good actor, man.
Ripping off the plastic.
I mean, yeah. Everyone has a couple of Whitmans. They're just eating.
That's what is so good about this show is that they'll just let the scene sit.
Yeah.
On him ripping off the plastic and trying to get the box open and just let the moment breathe
so
there.
funny.
So funny.
I would have
It's the
said
funniest
something
show.
about, like, we should whack this guy with chocolate.
Wow.
I'd love to see some of Lyle's improv on the set of The Sopranos.
That's not me.
It's Doug.
That's Doug.
Yeah.
It's Doug.
Samuel, I'll get you glasses for Christmas.
Oh, yeah. That's
Even though it's an ear thing, but yeah.
Oh.
Ian, I'm playing both characters.
Being Santa.
Are you guys having any guests tomorrow or no?
No, right?
No, it's our Christmas.
Just hot dog.
It's a Christmas.
So
hot
no,
dog,
yeah. So yeah, we want to get some good footage of Sam.
Yes.
So hot dog's coming in.
You think hot dog does that?
With 100%. Oh, did I tell you what I was fucking with him, saying that he doesn't like me and that he always gets the thing.
Yeah.
Somebody heard that.
No.
Oh, hot dog?
Yeah.
He didn't get into his feelings, did he?
I mean, let's see.
Jim went on the air like a week or two ago.
I remember
and
hearing
said,
that.
yeah, hot dog. He knows hot dog doesn't like him because he filmed his comedy sets in 1080p instead of 4K.
Well, no, he had them sent.
and told Coop, just do 1080p, it's fine. And then when he comes in and films, he puts the good camera on me.
Every time. He's in love with Sam.
And he puts the shitty camera on Jim.
Every time.
A lot of times in a 2-shot.
And not only that, but when he used to shoot your stand-up, did he do it then too?
No, when he would shoot the stand-up, he would do it okay. But
He was a consummate professional.
Yes, but when it came to young Coop, who I do like very much, but he's literally what Vito thought that guy was going to turn into.
And bless his heart, by the way.
Bless Coop's heart.
Yes.
He's a good boy.
Yes. Is he going to be at Terrytown?
No.
Okay.
I do have an opener in Terrytown.
Oh.
I don't want to say who it is, but he's a celebrity.
Oh. Is it ballet?
I think you mentioned it last week.
Who?
Phil?
Phil Summon.
Yeah.
In Terrytown.
In Terrytown.
Oh, that's great. I'm going to be at that show. I'm going to the Terrytown
We
show.
know you. You're the king of Westchester.
Of course.
Wow.
Of course. The mayor's going to be there.
Yes.
No, it's the Prince Andrew.
I don't get the reference.
Good one, Sandy. You should be involved in that kind of.
That's right.
Yeah, that type of
sordid,
salacious talk.
That type of delicious activity.
That's right.
Oh, I don't
But
like this.
Hot dog heard that you didn't like him?
Well, I mean, I like him.
Or that you know that he doesn't like you?
But he did send me a message.
Oh,
No.
please read it.
I don't want to read. I'll let you read people's private communication.
No.
It's probably just brief.
That's fine.
Yes, if we goad you a little more.
Oh my God, there's an essay.
Goodness. That's longer than Santa's naughty and nice list.
I would like to hear it.
We don't have enough time.
No, we're almost done. I'll just say this.
Go ahead and read it word for word.
I'm just catching up with all this Coop stuff and spoke with him and listened to the show. Jim, do you really think I have a dislike for you? At first, I thought you were joking, but now he really thinks that.
Mm-hmm.
Now, I must say...
Can I say something? If we're just...
Yeah.
Yes.
There's a slight possibility that there were texts sent to him going, "Oh my God, Jim doesn't like you. Ooh, Jim doesn't like you."
Oh. So some people might have egged it on.
Naughty little elves.
There's a possibility that some texts were sent to him.
I didn't realize
from multiple people that said, "Ooh, you better listen to the show today. Jim thinks you don't like him, and he's serious."
Naughty. Good on Hot Dog for standing up for himself.
I mean, it's like so much to read.
Santa sending you an essay. Did you get that text? Like,
Was there a link there too? I saw some photos.
I just wrote back, nah, I don't think that.
All that.
Oh, wow. I didn't mean it to be a dick either. I was like, that was...
Wait, there's a second...
He wrote you another...
But there's a second essay under it.
It was more about the 1080p and the
He
reason
wrote a
for it.
giant essay, and you answered with one line.
No.
Dick.
No, that's not true. He wrote that little teeny thing, and I wrote... Then he goes, "Do you really think I don't like you?" And I went, "Nah, I don't think that." And then he I don't.
And then he sent you a whole text about 1080p and 4K?
Well, he was explaining to me why he gave Coop the instructions he did, which
really
made sense.
First year college
But it's
stuff.
still... No, but that
Exhausting.
answer by Jim is basically saying, yeah, I do feel that way.
But at the end...
100%. There's no... If you read, "Nah, I don't think that," you go, "Oh, wow, he really doesn't like me."
But after he wrote it, I didn't see it right away, his response. He sent a couple of minutes, 15 minutes later, after his long road, I wrote, "Sorry, I just read this. I was in the shower. I don't think you dislike me. We are on the air, so it's something funny to talk about. I always enjoy you." I wrote to Hot Dog.
Oh,
Yes.
even that's cold.
That's a lie.
It's cold.
Why?
It's not warm.
Why?
It's not warm.
It's not a warm day.
It was just something funny to talk
It
about.
wasn't like I consider you a valuable part of the show. We've had a lot of good times together. I'm sorry.
Well, it
you
was
took
more
that
about
way.
him liking me.
It was
not
like,
me.
no,
Because everybody
I don't
knows
feel
when
that
you,
way.
when you say, "Don't
Good
worry,
luck.
it was just for the air," it was never just for the air.
And you're saying good luck in your future endeavors.
That's
You know,
right.
It
May
wasn't
I-
like, hey, buddy, let's...
May I say this would have
Santa,
been
yes.
cleared up more on a phone call.
You think Jim should
Oh,
have
Santa.
called?
No,
I don't think...
I thought you were going to give us the wisdom of the ages.
Yeah,
you don't feel a phone call is better for a confrontation between Hot Dog and young Jim?
I think a hot dog would
Well,
be
you're
better.
speaking my language. Before you came in today, I was telling you should walk up to Slim Jim's office. So
Slim
we're
Jim
obviously on the
McHugh.
same page.
Do you
Yeah.
feel Santa should walk up to the office?
Yes, and
Yes.
negotiate for me.
Yes. Yes, because as of
He'll
now,
do it,
Sirius is on my naughty list.
I'm here on behalf of
Yes.
Jim Norton.
Yes. For one Christmas miracle.
Yeah, I want you to walk around the back offices there in that outfit with your dick out, just demanding to see my contract.
Certainly. I'll sign it in my own ink.
Well, look, Santa Claus is here
Yes,
promoting the
Santa.
fact that Ian Fidance will be performing stand-up on New Year's Eve at the Comedy Connection in East Providence, Rhode Island. Then January 3rd and 4th onto the Funny Bone in Hartford. Levity Live in West Nyack the 10th and 11th. January 16th through the 18th at Comics Roadhouse in Uncasville. And January 24th and 25th at the Funny Bone in Syracuse.
Ian's 40th birthday. Couldn't be happier to celebrate it at a better place. Shout
Yes.
out Corey.
A better
from the
place.
Comedy Connection.
Couldn't be happier.
Yes.
Quinny, what are you promoting?
Yeah.
Oh, I don't know. Nothing.
All right.
Okay.
Guess
Why don't you? I'd like to promote just Colin as a person. A
Thanks,
wonderful man,
Santa.
a sage,
Thanks,
a
Santa.
body of work we could all strive to have.
Thanks, Santa.
You're welcome.
I have Tarrytown.
You're welcome.
Tarrytown the 20th and the Mothership 17, 18, 19 of
That's certainly something to be
what?
thankful for,
January.
young James.
I'm not going to book the rest of it. I will eventually plug the rest of this stuff. I got a lot of dates. I got Seattle. I got Vegas.
I know. I see you in New Hampshire in February. That's the best time of year to be there.
No, it's not. It's cold. I got New Hampshire. I got a bunch of... I really filled up the calendar, and then more is going on.
Look at you.
Yeah. Well, I know.
More to come, right?
Wonderful.
Yeah, because I know what's coming.
Oh, I see what you're up to. Yeah, you're really doing it.
I backloaded a lot of stuff they wanted to give me this year. I'm like, nope, let's start in January.
Oh. Well, you can't beat that work ethic, I'll tell you
Well,
that.
come on, Kyle. I don't know.
Someone asked for a brain as a child for Christmas, and Santa granted him one.
I like that Santa's going to teach you accents, too. I like
Yes,
that.
Santa.
He'll bestow.
All right. We'll see you tomorrow.
Goodbye.
This has been Jim Norton and Sam Roberts.